Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Unobstructed Views, presented by Blue Moon. When you choose a Blue Moon, everything becomes brighter. We are psyched that you are here. My name is Alanna Rizzo. That, of course, is Jared Carrabis in the studio here at Nesson. And, of course, Jonathan Papelbon is joining us remotely from his house in the SIP. Pap, good to be with you as always. We're getting ready for first pitch. It starts at 6:45 Eastern. Peyton Tolley on the hill. I have to say, gentlemen, Unobstructed Views is undefeated. We are 3-0, Pap. Let's make it 4-0 with Peyton on the hill. What does he need to do?
Yeah, let's make it 4-0 with Peyton on the mound. Nobody else better to make it 4-0 with. I mean, this guy, to me, has got great extension, and, I mean, his fastball is only getting better each and every start. And I think if he goes out there tonight and throws his sinker off of his four-seam and is able to throw his curveball for a strike and a ball tonight and get them to chase down in the dirt, I think he'll have a successful night tonight. Jared,
last year when we were on Unobstructed Views, we couldn't wait for the crochet starts. This year, 2026, we can't wait for Tolley.
Yeah, I've admitted that much to him. He knows I got a big crush, Alanna Rizzo. You know, every time I see him, we kind of just look at each other and we're just like, man, I love you. And I'm excited to, I feel like, have we gotten a Peyton Tolley start?
Yes, last time we were on Unobstructed was a Tolley start.
Good, all right, good. We need to keep it going because we're undefeated on the show, and Peyton Tolley deserves all the support because he doesn't get it from his bullpen.
Oh, that's going to be a discussion for later on. Peyton Tolley and the stash. By the way, we're going to be discussing mustaches on Unobstructed Views presented by Blue Moon. That is the beauty of the show, right? We are an alternative cast. We don't have to always stay within the game, between the lines. We can talk about everything around the game of baseball. We're going to talk about Tolley next. We're going to talk about the Red Sox lineup. Jonathan Papelbon, Jared Carrabis, Alanna Rizzo, the Blue Moon crew. We're going to be with you right after this. Here is the Red Sox lineup for Game 2 against the Baltimore Orioles. Jarren Duran, as you'd expect, to lead off. Is there anybody in terms of this lineup structure or order, Jared, that sticks out to you?
I'm happy to see Ceddanne Rafaela hitting second there. Love the approach recently. This is a guy that's been in his career very air pull happy, but he's been using the whole field, and he even had like a poke to left where he just kind of put the bat on the ball and just dumped one into left. Love the approach this year, so shout out to Pap's boy there. IKF, we're gonna talk a little IKF in a second, but he's been, not even being facetious here, one of the best hitters in baseball like over the last couple of weeks here. So shout out to IKF and Caleb Durbin. has turned a corner. I know he's still hitting under the Mendoza line, but I mean, it's going to be a long uphill battle to get those numbers to a presentable level. But in recent weeks here, or let's call it like a week and a half, he's been very, very productive.
All right, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa talking earlier about righting the ship at Fenway.
I just feel like on the road we're a very close-knit team. We come home and there's just a lot of people. It's different. It's just a different vibe at home, and we got to figure out a way to make it small like how it is on the road. I just feel like at home we see a lot of people that we don't know, or just don't know that are around this area. And when we're on the road, it's just a close-knit group, and we're becoming a really close team. We got to find a way to bring that back home. At home it's just big market. This is what you dream of, and there's a lot going on. On the road, it's we just got our small group. So it's part of playing in a big market. It's what I signed up for. It's what a lot of us dream of. So being able to put this jersey on, means the world to us. And playing in Fenway is like the golden ticket to being part of this organization. So to come out here and not to play our best or not to win, it's frustrating. And as an organization, we're looking into everything, and we got to figure it out as a group. We've been fighting back, making games close at the end, but everything kind of happens late, So I think there's like a lackadaisical thing going on in the beginning of games at home for some reason. But when we need to come through, we're actually making things happen, just not getting over that hump. So I think it's frustrating because we're so close, and we know how much talent we have in this room, and we're very, very close. Just like, we take that momentum on the road. We play really well. We come home and, we lose those games in like the 8th or 9th inning by 1. But we get the tying run on, and we're doing a great job. Something's just not clicking.
Jonathan Papelbon, when you played here for the Red Sox, you guys dominated at home. Most Red Sox teams dominate at home. Interpret, please, what Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is saying. You can't use that as an excuse, my friend.
No, you can't, Alanna. And, I'm not quite sure what he's saying about when he comes home, there's a lot of people that he doesn't know.
I know what he's saying.
I'll let you speak on that. But to me, it's a pride thing, right? It's something that you have to take pride in when you play at Fenway Park, and you have to be able to show up and play in front of these fans because they expect a lot. And I always enjoyed playing in front of fans when they expect a lot, but with that comes the media, becomes 35,000 crazy fans, and all the hanger-oners that are around Fenway. So to me, you got to be able to push that all aside and say, hey, I come to play in Fenway Park.
He's talking about there's too many cooks in the kitchen, Pap. Like, it's very different from when you were in there. Like, there's analysts. It's the khakis crew, if we want to coin a phrase for it.
Half zip.
Yeah, it's the quarter zip khakis crew that's walking around, that they're at Fenway, but they're not usually on the road. It's the assistant it's the underling of this person. There's just a lot of people that have a lot of opinions, and they want to be, instead of just letting the coaches do their thing, there are a lot of people that the players and coaches probably feel are in the way.
So it sounds like a front office thing to me, and there's too many Chiefs and not enough Indians is what's going on.
I believe they call them the Guardians now. All right, coming up, Peyton Tolley takes the hill for the Boston Red Sox going up against the Baltimore Orioles. Taylor Ward, Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman, the first three due up. We'll be right back. welcome you back to Unobstructed Views. Jared Carrabis, Alanna Rizzo, Jonathan Papelbon is remote. He will be with us shortly. It is time before first pitch to put out our predictions. And there's Pap, and he has his monster whiteboard, of course, that is bigger than our entire screen. All right, so here are the predictions, guys. Will Jarren Duran, who of course is hitting leadoff for the Boston Red Sox, per normal, will he hit a home run tonight, Pap? And which inning, guys? Yes, and which inning? Yes or no, and which inning?
I know what I'm going to do here.
What are you going to do?
Oh, third AB.
Hey! Third AB? Okay. It was supposed to be inning, but we'll take your AB. So what inning do you assume his third AB is going to be?
I don't know what inning. Maybe like the 6th or the 7th, something like that, maybe.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I said no, but I do think he'll hit a triple in the 8th.
Wow, that's very specific.
Yeah.
Okay. I said yes, and I think it's going to come in the third inning, so basically his second at-bat.
Alanna, like when we play this game, Alana's kind of been like the spoiler. It's like usually what she has said has come to fruition. So
I like that.
Yeah, Alana's usually pretty good on these predictions. So if you're a bettor out there, I'd be going with Alanna Rizzo and putting some cash money on her.
yeah.
Cash money.
Yeah, sprinkle a little scratch on
a little scratch. All right. Number 2, will Caleb Durbin extend his hit streak? For those that don't know, he has an extra base hit in 5 straight games. He's basically 3 for 50. As Jared had said, he's turned a corner. So while he's currently hitting below the Mendoza line, he currently has a 350 average in his last, I don't know, in that stretch of 5 straight games, 6 RBI in that stretch, had 9 extra base hits in 48 games prior to this run, gentlemen. So will Durbin extend his hit streak? He's batting 9th tonight.
I got something for you.
Are you gonna get super specific again?
Kinda.
Go ahead, Jared. You go first.
So, not only is going to extend his hit streak, but
nice.
you can't spell Durbin without RBI, Pat. He's he's going to extend that hit streak. Oh yeah, he's going to extend that hit streak. He's going to drive in a run too.
Okay.
I'm going yes, because he's hitting the ball to both sides of the field finally.
All right, so explain that, Pap. He's using the entire field, going both ways, kind of hitting oppo, more opportunities to drop down a base hit, right, when you're using the entire field.
That's exactly right, Alanna. In fact, he got with one of those khaki pants and zip t-shirt guys, and they looked at his spray charts, and they were all pull. Everything was pull. So he's starting to work the right side of the field. Now that he's doing that, base hits are coming. All
right, so you're going to say yes because he's using both sides of the field. I'm going to say yes. He does not have, it's not an RBI, but he will get a single. He will extend the streak. All right, finally, before Peyton Tolley comes out and throws that first pitch, how many strikeouts will Peyton Tolley have tonight against this Orioles lineup, guys?
Okay. I'm going to go with the Niner.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Niner. I was tempted to say 12, but, like, it would have been me being bitter about Kyle Harrison last night. It's like, well, if he can do 12, then Peyton Tolley can do 12. But
who traded Kyle Harrison?
You know what? We can move on. If we want to give some people that are wanting to get higher than 9, is anyone going to go higher than 9 here? No?
I am not.
Okay. What do you got?
Go ahead, Pap.
I am, I like to gamble, right? And I like to listen to what Vegas says.
Sure.
So Vegas has them at 8.5 Ks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, perfect.
So I'm going 8.5.
Okay. So Jared's taking the over at 9. I'm actually taking the under. I'm going 7 Ks in 6 innings. I do believe he gives
not a
us
believer.
6. No, it's not that. Nine Ks is a lot.
Yeah, but he's capable.
He did do it last time, though.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
He's beautiful.
He is beautiful. We're going to be talking about his stash. Tolley's four-seamer, incredibly effective lately. Opposing hitters are hitting just 111 with 30 strikeouts against the heater, Pap. Right now, Peyton Tolley looking pretty good. going for his third win of the season. All right, so that is it. Up next, first pitch from Fenway. We'll be right back. Oh, we're staying here. Never mind. We're not going anywhere.
Stay right here.
BRB, because we're here. All right.
Let's see, what do we got?
Oh, beautiful. Game starting. Perfect timing.
That's right. Yeah.
Let's pull up some
Yeah, I
numbers
mean, I
here.
think, Peyton tonight, first off, he's got to be able to locate his four seam because everything he throws is off of his four seam. And you've noticed in starts where he struggles with location on that four seam, he doesn't go very deep. But, I said 8.5 strikeouts tonight, but I would love to see him cruise through this lineup with his fastball for like the first 3 innings, fastball, sinker. And when he has to go to his curveball, go to his curveball and cutter. But he doesn't necessarily he's got good enough stuff to where he doesn't necessarily have to show it that early in the game.
Jared, only Zach Wheeler has a lower opponent average against on the four-seamers among starting pitchers, minimum 50 plate appearances, ending in a four-seam fastball. So Toley's four-seamer, as I mentioned, incredibly effective.
Yeah, and I love that he has the confidence in it. He throws it 47% of the time. You go up there. That's a hard thing to do, and that's what we were talking about last year where I remember having these conversations every fifth day about Eduardo Rodriguez. It would be, all right, you get the fastball and you get the changeup. Like, where's the third pitch? Like, you got to be able to make him think about something else. And instead of having an ego about it, Peyton Toley goes into the offseason and he's like, yeah, all right, like I got 2 great pitches, but I need to have him think about something else. Four-seamer, sinker, cutter, curveball, changeup. It's like, now you got too much to think about. So I love the approach, but I love that he still has confidence in the four-seam because it is his best pitch. That's what got him to the big leagues early last year.
Pap, talk about that, what Jared was saying, expand on it. The fact that he's coachable, he's teachable, he's willing to listen to the fact that, yeah, you know what, I need another pitch to be an effective starter. You can be a 2-pitch mix guy out of the bullpen, but as a starter, you need more.
Yeah, you definitely need more. But, here's the thing. When you talk about coachable, right, all players are coachable, but it's what kind of adjustments do they make when they are coached up. And I've always said this. In the big leagues, once you get to the big leagues, there's very little actual game-on coaching that goes on. You have to be your best coach. You have to be your own coach and know what you do best and what you don't do good and be able to use those things. So to me, what I used to do is after every outing, even when I was starting, after every outing, I would go and jot down notes, like real quickly in my locker about what worked, what was successful, what didn't work, how I could use that again tomorrow against some of the same guys if I face them. And to me, that was just coaching myself on, how could I be better each and every day? And so, I like the fact that he's coachable and he can learn quick. And to stay in the big leagues, you got to be a quick learner.
It's kind of the same way, like if you look at it on the position player side, right? We were talking about Wilyer Abreu, and all of a sudden he smashes lefties, whereas last year that was kind of one of the things that they said about him that he couldn't do. Kind of the same thing with Peyton Toley. It's like, all right, I'll take the information that you're giving me, and I'll work on it, and he continues to develop.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to continue to develop. I mean, the numbers have been excellent this year. I mean, just in the big leagues in general, they've been excellent. But even in adding those extra pitches to his arsenal, and the sinker is one of them, it's not been a good pitch for him. So even if, I would be happy if the sinker became mediocre at this point. But if it's a steady diet, if you're somewhere in the neighborhood, if you have an elite big league fastball and you're using that 50% of the time, I'm okay with having, one pitch in your arsenal that it's kind of just a show me pitch that isn't very good. But I feel like if you can throw hard, then and a sinker is in your arsenal, that's something that can be tinkered with to become an elite pitch. Right now, it's not an elite pitch for Peyton.
Pap, how does he get it there?
Well, sometimes it could be grip, and sometimes it could be how you're finishing. So to me, he's 90th in the percentile of extension. So that's finishing pitches. So he's getting out there. He's getting way out close to the plate, and he's finishing his pitches. Now, sometimes a grip can change that mindset of, I've got to finish out in front. So to me, he's got to finish his sinker a little bit more. He's cutting it off a little bit, but to me, the sinker's for him's got to be a show me pitch. It's not going to be a strikeout pitch.
Mm-hmm.
The sinker he's going to throw to then go back to a cutter or go back to his four-seamer to get that out with.
Right now, in terms of this at-bat against Gunnar Henderson, sinker, cutter, four-seamer, 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 four-seamer. He's going to it a lot.
And that's why you go
double play. Let's go.
You get outs on it.
I was going to say that I was not expecting that at all because he's one of the worst in the league at getting balls in the ground. So that would have been a nice little opportunity there to take advantage of that.
Yeah, and Jared, you know, the reason why, and I was very similar into this, when you're a four-seam fastball guy that has extension and life from the fastball, a lot of hitters see the ball down when you're throwing the ball. So they swing underneath the ball. And I was mainly a pop-up pitcher, and when I wanted that ground ball, I would go to the two-seam or the split finger to try to get that ground ball.
Yep.
They were showing Garrett Crochet in the dugout a little bit earlier, and I'm sure they'll show him again throughout the game, guys. But things have been slowed in terms of his progress with a lat strain that he suffered in a recent, whether it was a side session or simulated game. I don't remember exactly. Pap, how does that impact him in terms of baseball activities and throwing a ball, and how much longer might we expect him to be out?
Yeah, Alanna, this to me is no good all the way around. You know, I've never heard base hit. You know, I've never heard of somebody on the IL and then extending their IL because of a injury that they got while on the IL. But the lat is a tricky thing. I had a lat injury in the later part of my career, and it just seemed like it never went away. It was always there until the offseason came, because the lat is your main stopping muscle when you deliver that pitch. It's what stops your arm from going through, and to me, that's a big muscle. And when you get a strain there, you feel that on every single pitch. So this is going to set him back. I'm thinking another 3 weeks. Not to say that I'm a doctor and I know, but I know what I went through, and it was about 3 weeks till I started feeling better. But then again, it gets re-aggravated so easily.
Yeah, it's 3 weeks until perhaps he starts feeling better, so that continues to push baseball activities back and back and back. I mean, he's not throwing right now, I would imagine, right?
No. I remember when this happened to Lester, and he was pissed. He met with the media, and they were like, so what exactly is sore? He's like, the lat. And nothing on the bat, like, nope, the lat. Like, he was like, oh, here we go.
They get him?
I looked out
Double
to me.
steal.
Yeah, all right, smell ya.
They got him at second, but not at third. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really unfortunate injury, but I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I'm looking at the Roman Anthony report about how he's still not swinging a bat. Thankfully, the Red Sox have not struggled in the starting pitching department. Like they've had their guys like really step up, and you know, obviously Garrett Whitlock. That injury hurts the team more than anything else because now everyone gets slotted down another slot, and you know, him and Chapman at the back end have been lethal. If you don't have Whitlock, it's a completely different bullpen. So when we say the Red Sox bullpen's been really good, it's like, yeah, but that's when they had Garrett Whitlock. The rotation's been nice. You know, Garrett Crochet, take as much time as you need. Love to have you back healthy at 100%. But the Roman Anthony news today about how he still hasn't even picked up a bat yet, that it's the offense that's been really struggling and the reason for why this team is in the position that they're in.
I feel like we haven't seen Aroldis Chapman pitch in 100 years.
I mean, he pitches like every 9 days because there's never a save situation. It's like they forget that he's back there.
Do you think he gets traded, Pap? We'll talk about that when we come back. absolutely gorgeous night at Fenway. It's not been a lot of times that we've been able to say that this year with the crazy weather that we've been having, but there you are again, the Boston Red Sox lineup, in case you missed it earlier. Jarren Duran leading off, Cedar Rafaela back in that 2-hole, Masataka Yoshida in the 5th spot as the DH. We're going to see the Red Sox offense for the first time. Jarren Duran, Pap, has kind of turned a corner in the month of May. He probably did not want the calendar to switch to June because of how solid of a month of May that he has had. Chris Bassett, the opposition as far as the Orioles are concerned. What has Jarren Duran done better at the plate?
Well, I think he's figured out his swing, right? So all of the beginning part of the season, he was tinkering way too much for me. Tinkering with the hands, tinkering with the leg kick. And now I feel like he's finally found something that he likes and works and that he could take to the park every single night and be repetitive with it and repeat it night in and night out. To be able to repeat your A swing night in and night out is a hard thing to do. It's like repeating your delivery night in and night out. That's a hard thing to do. But like you see there, he's taking balls on the outside part of the plate and yanking them. So he's covering all of the plate now.
Okay.
And he's confident. I think, you know, this is someone that when he's going bad, there's no one that's harder on him than him, and he's also a very polarizing figure amongst the fan base. So if he's not going good, there's definitely a sector of the fan base that is dying to get all over him. If he's going well, then there's also a corner of the Red Sox fan base that defends him until the end of the day. But right now, I think it's, again, I've said this before, super important that he's off social media and just stays off so he can focus on baseball and not consume himself with the negativity, because I think it's something that he can't control unless he deletes his stuff.
You know, it's crazy because we were talking about Caleb Durbin as part of our bold predictions, whether Caleb Durbin was going to continue his hit streak. But Jarren Duran has quite the streak as well. A 16-game on-base streak, guys. 313, 392, 687 coming into the game, 11 extra base hits, and 15 RBI. So, again, on base here tonight. He's on some kind of tear. Oh, jeez, broken bat. He's on some kind of tear, Jarren Duran is.
Yeah, but and not only to mention, he's got 4 home runs in the last 10 games. So he's also slugging, which the Red Sox have needed badly. Their slugging has been horrible this year. And he needs to join Wilson Contreras and Wilyer Abreu and start slugging the ball.
That was one of the things, I know this is kind of like a side note at this point, but when the Red Sox were looking at Pete Alonso in the offseason and people were talking about his defense, I was like, I don't care if he can play up the line, he can pick it. Like I'd gotten so used to balls being thrown over to first base that were just popping up into the camera well. I was like, you know, I don't need him to dive up the line and make the fancy play. I need him to be able to pick it at first base, and we just saw that he's fully capable of doing that.
That's an RBI.
And hit bombs, though. I mean, he has.
There we go.
He has 12 home runs, Pete Alonso does, coming into the game. But to be fair, Wilson Contreras, nice first baseman so far for the Sox, and he's hitting some.
Yeah, he
has 11 home runs. I mean, they basically has Pete Alonso's numbers.
Better. Yeah, he's been awesome. I love Wilson Contreras. He's a gamer. But I also love Wilyer Abreu, and I love how Jarren Duran.
No doubt.
Jarren Duran, like, you know, you can't tell him that the Red Sox are not in a great position. Like, he shows up every single day, and he's playing like they're in a playoff spot or trying to protect one. Until you tell him it's over, he's going to play like he has something to prove.
Yeah, so Wilson Contreras at the plate right now, 281 average, 11 home runs, 33 RBI. Make that another hit for him. Go.
Send him.
Dale.
Send him.
Woo!
He's in there.
Safe. He's safe. Come on, he's safe.
I don't even. Is he safe?
Yes, they called it safe on the field.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, we haven't been able to see the umpire's calls here.
Let's go.
There we go.
Presbot, psyched.
They're going to look at
They're
it.
going to challenge it.
I don't think he touched home plate. I think he kind of like, he stuck his hand in there and never got the plate.
We're about to get a good look at it, but we should absolutely destroy Bassett tonight. To me, he doesn't have an out pitch. Here we go.
I think he's in. I think he's safe.
I need an angle on the other side. Yeah, give me this angle. No.
Safe.
I think he's safe.
You know what was interesting is Chad Epperson, the third base coach, ran onto the field.
Yeah, I think he's out.
Oh.
Yeah, he's out. Yeah, that was an interesting position to take. I've never seen a third base coach get on the other side of the foul line to make a call like that.
I don't know if that's legal or not. I mean,
I don't know. I think he's safe.
The call was safe on the field unless they have
This
overwhelming
is the angle
evidence.
right here. Yeah.
I don't know. Was the ball in the glove?
It's hard to. The ball was in the glove. Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah. But putting up runs early against this Bassett guy and getting him out of the game quick is key for them because you don't want to let him hang around. He throws 20 different pitches. It seems like he throws every pitch in the book. And you don't want pitchers like that to hang around and find one or two pitches that start working. You got to get them right away.
How many pitches did Tully throw in the first there? 20-something?
I don't know.
25. All right.
Yeah, they gotta put together good at bats and make Bassett come to them, come in the zone, and when they get their pitch, they got to do damage. You know this is one thing that the Red Sox lineup has not been doing is that when they are at the plate and you get that pitch and you get that hitter's pitch, you got to do damage with it. You know, those are the ones you got to hit over the fence or hit for gappers, doubles, and triples.
There have been some question marks about Epperson's sends. Was that a good send there?
I've never seen this happen.
Yeah, like why is he on the fair side of the foul line waving him home? And was that a good send, Pap?
Yeah, I don't think it was a good send just because you still only had one out and, you know, you got Bassett on the ropes. You got him on the ropes and, you know, it's that'll be it.
that we have here on Unobstructed Views. The Red Sox social media team presented Peyton Tolley with a choice here. This is a massive sandwich, right? But there's 3 bites taken out of the sandwich. So where's he going to bite? Is he not the greatest soundbite in the history of time?
I was just gonna say, I don't care where he bites that sandwich. He's just like my favorite person alive. Like he can talk about anything, and I'll be like, yeah, dude, like 100%, I agree. You're the best.
You're the best.
He's definitely one that just is always just keeping it real, and that's what the fans love about him. You know, I mean, players are just keep it real and be yourself. You know, don't try to do anything extra. That's just what fans fall in love with.
Dude, he's on Cameo, and I keep seeing fans post their cameos that they're getting from him, and he's just like, he's like a gentle giant. He's a teddy bear.
He is a kind human.
Yeah, he's just like, hey, happy birthday, thanks for supporting us. I know it's been a tough year, but your support means the world. Like, he's just so genuine, and then he goes out there and blows 99 by you.
As he just did to Kobe Mayo.
Yeah, smell you.
Smell you later,
That's
Mayo.
number 2?
That is number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts for him.
Yeah.
See, that pitch for him is really going to start to develop where it's going to become a real weapon for him. Got to get there.
There you go.
Yeah, so like when I first caught wind of Peyton Tolley, he was in Double-A. And just looking at him, I was like, this dude, he's got to have, you know, the ass, as they say. Like, he's just like a mean guy, competitor. And if you throw that hard, you're probably super arrogant and cocky. And then you hear him speak, and you're like, this guy, he's the best. He's the best.
Jared has a crush on Tolley, Pep.
I do. I've told him as much.
I'm starting to sense that he's got a man crush on him for sure.
Big time. Guilty.
At what point did you start hearing about the comparisons between he and Crochet?
I mean, it's just, you know, big, tall guy, left-hander, throws hard. You know, it's a simple math. It's a simple math equation. But I think what's interesting is when you ask. There you go. All right, we'll be back on that.
Hold that thought. here's our new commercial coming up, guys. Right now, Red Sox with a 1-0 lead. But we were in here, what, a couple of weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, shooting our latest Unobstructed Views commercial. Take a look. Honestly, and there were some outtakes because Jared claims that it was very difficult for him to pretend like he was swinging and missing.
It really was.
I don't know that there was much pretending there, Pap.
Oh, my God.
Let me tell you something. It was nice and windy in that studio.
Was it
cool
though?
breeze.
I hope the outtakes that we're showing here are the ones where like my brain just took over and we're just sorry, my bad. My brain is just so fast.
That's a ground ball to first. Heads up, Alanna.
Got a piece.
Nothing there.
The bars and tone is a nice touch.
Ground ball out. I'm surprised we didn't break anything, literally.
Honestly.
That one, like, so that take in particular, I was trying to put it through the back wall. I actually did take a legitimate swing and miss. Yes.
You were built for this type of stuff.
I'm playing myself. It's very easy to do. You're talking to a cat.
So much fun.
Boom.
Shout out to our producers for all of that. That was a fun day. I'm
going to need to be sent that file just for evidence purposes. You know, I'm sure as the season goes on, people are going to say that Pap struck me out, and it's just not the case, you know. If I win an Emmy, it should be for that performance. I had to play the role of someone that couldn't take Pap deep.
Literally, you hit one ball hard.
All right, we'll be back.
Facts.
That was a fast inning offensively. me back to Unobstructed Views. Red Sox right now with a 1-0 lead over Baltimore. Top of the third inning, Alanna, Rizzo, Carrabis, Jonathan Papelbon, and J.P. Ricciardi joining us now. We appreciate it. Of course, longtime baseball man, front office, GM of the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, of course, broadcasting about 40 games for the Worcester Sox. J.P., good to be with you. Before we get into this game, I want to touch on something that you just said, that you used to hate as the opposition when the door opened and Jonathan Papelbon ran onto the field to close the game. What did you love, perhaps, about watching him pitch? Maybe not as the opposition, but just the way that he went about his business.
Well, I always thought that the closer should be the guy with the biggest stones on the team. And I thought that, Pap was the kind of guy that when the door opened, and we had B.J. Ryan, who was the same type of animal in Toronto, you want to know that that game is in the hands of someone who is going to accept the response. Not everybody can pitch in that spot, but you got to have guys that accept the responsibility. And it's more makeup than it is stuff, I think, in that role, because I've seen a lot of guys without great stuff that have unbelievable makeup and have no fear. And that's what Pap had all the time. And we had some battles with the Red Sox, man. Their lineup was unbelievable, but then to close the game with a guy like him, it was painful.
Sure it was. JP, I got a question for you. I don't know if you saw this. There was a rumor going around today about the Red Sox targeting a right-handed bat, kind of a bad contract situation. First of all, how would you categorize bad contract? And when we say that, what names come to mind? Like who, if you're the Red Sox and you're targeting a right-handed bat that's a bad contract, what names cross your mind?
I think the first one was Adames from the Giants. I think, the Giants are in a situation where they're trying to get rid of as much salary as they possibly can right now because it's not working out. So I think he would be number one on their list. If they can't move the player because of trade for trade value, they're going to try to dump the salary, and his salary jumps out right away. And, just between us and all the people that are watching, I wouldn't touch that salary because I'm not a big fan. I didn't like the signing to begin with. I'm not a big fan of guys that don't make a lot of contact.
Sure. I mean, another guy in that same infield, Matt Chapman, I would take their whole infield. Like, if you want to send us Willie Adames, Matt Chapman, and Rafael Devers, then let's make a deal.
You'll take Devers back?
100%. Yeah, absolutely. He was one of the best hitters in the game in May. He was awful in April. But, yeah, there's a few guys that sort of fit into that bill. Curious your thoughts if you think that Fernando Tatis Jr. is a bad contract right-handed bat, or is that something where he's young enough to where that could still end up being a great contract and the Padres wouldn't be wise to move off of it?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a great contract because it's a lot of money. And, when those guys eventually get to that end of it, they never become good contracts. So I think the biggest challenge is, through your evaluation, you think he still has something in the tank and he brings some value to your club. What I'd like to see the Red Sox do personally is put Meyer at shortstop. That's what you drafted him for. That's what he played. That's where his value is. And I'd love to see him get Arias to AA, to AAA. So if he's knocking on the door, he might be your answer. But you've got some internal questions at shortstop that I think you got to answer real fast before you go out and take a big contract on and then have that albatross hanging on your head.
Do you fast line him, Franklin Arias?
I personally do. He's tearing up AA. I keep scratching my head. I do the Woo Sox games, and I don't know why he's not in AAA. I don't understand it. I mean, he's playing so well. And as you guys know, you play in the Eastern League, it's a cold weather spot. And if you're putting up those numbers in April and May when it's pretty cold, I mean, that tells you the guy's able to handle, to be able to play in Boston. I'd like to see this kid fast track because I think he solves a lot of problems for them.
Yeah, I mean, he's
totally
Jose Iglesias with pop.
I totally agree with you, JP. I mean, and not only that, we're basically watching a minor league team with some big leaguers sprinkled in there right now. So why not? If any year is the best year to fast track a guy, it's this year. Get him up here by the trade deadline, September. Get him up here by sometime because he's going to be with a bunch of other guys that he's played with, a bunch of other minor leaguers that he knows. He's going to feel comfortable, and I think there's no better time. And
Pap, you know this. Some guys are oblivious to the big leagues. Some guys don't know the difference between Portland and Boston. And some guys are so afraid of the big leagues that they're aware when they're going to the big leagues, oh my God. Some guys, and I don't know the pulse of this kid, I don't know his heartbeat, but only the organization does. And if he's a kid that doesn't matter where he's playing, I mean, that's what you got to judge it on. Then bring him to the big leagues. If he fails, you can always send him to AAA. But if he's your answer, then you can do something with Meyer, put him at second base, and now you got the middle of the strength of the middle of the club, for a long time.
JP, this is game 60. What's your grade so far for this big league club?
It's funny. Every 2 weeks, I go through this exercise where I grade out the teams. My son's a scout with the Dodgers, and we kind of do it together. I have to give the Red Sox a D. I really like their pitching. I love the depth that they have. The kid Bennett in AAA is going to be a really good pitcher as well. But, Pat played on teams that 1 through 9 put the fear of God in you. And this team offensively does not put the fear of God in me. And when I watched the Braves come in town last week, and I watched 4 or 5 guys in that lineup that when they come up, you're on the top rail of that dugout because they can one swing of the bat, they could do some damage. The Red Sox offense doesn't scare me. I mean, they won the other day with 15 singles. It's kind of a pop gun offense, and I think they have to be so creative to score runs. I just don't see it.
JP, that's a great point, because I'm going to tell you this much. As a big leaguer, when people used to say, "Oh, are you staring guys down to intimidate them?" And I would say, "No. I'm staring right between those guys' eyes because I want to know whether or not I've got you already." And they don't have any guys that walk or play with that kind of attitude.
Hang on, Pat. We'll talk about this when we come back. JP, stay with us. Bottom of the third, Durbin, Duran, Rafaela due up here for the Boston Red Sox in terms of offense. Again, if you're just joining us, JP Ricciardi joining us on Unobstructed Views. Pap had the thought that, you already knew, Pap, if you already had the guy based on kind of what you were looking at right in between the eyes. Pick that up where we left off.
Yeah, well, it's just getting to the point of nowadays everything is analytic driven. And to me, I'm a fan of analytics. Like, I used more of Jason Varitek's scouting report than probably anybody, especially because at-bats change in the ninth inning. They're not the same. You're not facing the same swing, the same guy that you are in his first at-bat. It's just different. They're trying not to be the last out. But to me, you can't put analytics on a guy's heart and determination and will.
Amen.
And it's just like, you know that when you play against other players.
Hang on. Time out. Single in the third. Who said that? Who said that Caleb Durbin was going to have a single in the third? Okay.
You are on fire.
Please continue, sir.
Props to you, Alanna. But my point being is that you can't measure those types of things analytically. So to me, if I'm running a big league team and I'm a GM, I'm sending more scouts out than any other team to go be there in person, talk to these guys, get to know them, watch them up close and personal, to see what kind of player am I dealing with. Because you got Hall of Famers, All-Stars, big leaguers, and guys that have a cup of coffee in the big leagues. There's something that just separates all four of those people, and it's heart, desire, and will. And so, to me, you know that, like, we used to go up against JP. We used to go up against Roy Halladay, God bless his soul, great teammate of mine. And you knew that you were in for a battle against that dude. Like, just by the way he took them out, no presence alone. And to me, that says a lot more about a big leaguer than analytics do.
You really want to hit a nerve with me. Our game is flooded by intellectual paralysis now. There is, I don't know when it became a matter of fact that to run a major league team, you had to be someone who got into a high-level college. I look at Brian Sabian. He went to 4 World Series. He won 3. I look at John Sherholtz. I look at Dave Dombrowski. I look at Brian Cashman. I mean, the list goes on and on. These guys have baseball acumen, baseball intelligence. Billy Beane. You know, everybody thinks Billy Beane's this analytical. I played with Billy. I room with Billy. I know Billy really well. Billy Beane's a baseball guy, and he'll break down players and talk about players just like a scout will. So, you know, the analytical stuff is important, like you said, but, man, we have lost our heartbeat.
JP, I'm curious about your approach. Like, if you were at the helm of the Boston Red Sox right now, are you looking at the rest of the American League and saying, well, the competition sucks, so we're still in it, and we could make a move here and move there and maybe go for it this year? Or are you saying, you know what, if the rest of the league are suckers and they think that they're still in it, it's an opportunity for us to maybe cash in some veteran pieces for prospects that we can use to build this thing up in the future? How would you assess it right now?
I think you have to evaluate what your team is, and you have to come to terms with what you are. I think they've pretty much showed that offensively, you know, Durant's coming around a little bit, third baseman's coming around a little bit. You have to figure out what you think your assessment of your team is and then go from there. I mentioned earlier, I think offensively they're not a very good team, and I would try to use all the resources I could to try to address the offense without touching the young pitching. And, you know, I would make some really tough decisions that maybe they don't want to make. I think you have to make a decision with Trevor Story. I mean, I'm very, very compassionate when it comes to veteran players. I respect what they've done. I respect their careers. But when you're running a team, you have to think, what's the best outcome for our club? And it might be moving on from Trevor Story and allowing these young kids to play and getting a little bit of life in your system, and just to see if you could turn this thing around.
2 outs here in the bottom of the third. JP, hopefully we can keep you on for at least another half inning. Your thought about the upcoming work stoppage, CBA, both sides have kind of put out their initial thoughts and initial proposals. How do you, when this great sport of ours is at an all-time high in terms of popularity, the thought of this having a labor stoppage is very disconcerting. What's your take on what's going on?
I'm really worried because the owners sound like they're digging their heels in, and I don't know if I'm a fan of the smaller cap, so to speak, of 170, because what you're going to end up doing is, think about the big leagues. When the All-Star game's played, there's like 60 or 70 of the best players in baseball. So outside of that, the rest of the players in baseball are probably, let's say those guys are the 60s to the 80s, how we grade players. The rest of the players are between 40s and 55s. So the game is made up of more players that are less superstars than not.
Right.
I don't think you can have the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Kansas City Royals having to pay guys that are 40 and 45s on a grading scale, and all of a sudden those guys are making $10 million. I think it's great for a player if he can make that, but I don't see how I could justify paying a 220 hitter with 10 home runs just to hit that minor salary cap. So I'm not a fan of the minor salary cap.
So you're not a fan of the floor. Are you a fan of the cap, the ceiling?
I'm not a fan of the cap either, because I think, look, the owners run their teams the way they want to run them. I mean, I think what the Dodgers do is great. They want to be good. They want to spend money. They want to get the best players. When I was a GM, we had a $67 million payroll against the Red Sox and the Yankees with $200 million payrolls. I would have loved to have had the payroll those guys had, but I wasn't offered the opportunity. So I don't begrudge the teams to go out and get really good players. I think that's what our game's all about. What I think is some of the owners need to realize that they got to go out and spend some money too to show their fans that they're trying to win. But I'm really worried about this because, baseball's now in bed with DraftKings. They're making a lot of money. What's going to happen with that relationship if they go on strike and those games aren't being played? There's a lot of questions that have to be answered about this game going forward, but I'm really, really nervous about this one.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, not just the players, obviously, but a lot of people that work in this game, us, broadcasters, concession folks, parking lot attendants. I mean, so much is, so much happens. What?
Said podcasters.
Podcasters. So much happens, of course, because of this great game. And if it goes away.
The game's doing well, Alanna. The game's doing well.
It is doing very well.
That's why I think there's a lot of posturing that's going to be going on. I think my theory is that we'll probably lose the first 2 months, but the second that the NBA finals are over and the Stanley Cup finals over and baseball is supposed to have center stage, then you'll have sports fans being like, what the hell am I supposed to do now? There's literally no sports, and there'll be no sports until OTAs. I feel like that's when the pressure will really be on to get something done.
I hope they settle it sooner than that. I hate to see these guys have to rush through a spring training.
Again.
It's that's where the injuries happen.
Well.
Yeah, that's a great point, JP, but
that's gone. Oh, that's gone.
Oh, it's a home run.
Whoa.
Thank God I don't do play-by-play.
I mean, they're probably going to take a look at it here. I mean, that thing, if that's a fair ball, then it went over the foul pole.
I know. I thought it was foul. Thank God. OB's job is fine. It's totally fine.
It's hard to tell on TV. It is.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
so
hard
kind.
to tell.
Yeah, but about the CBA and everything that's coming up, I'm going to keep the faith, and I believe that the season will start. I think spring training might be delayed a little bit. But like here's the thing: you got both sides with a bunch of money, and the players' union has enough money to say we don't have to play this season. Like that's a fact. But and the owners do as well. But it's what is it going to take to make this work? Is it the cap? I mean, is it rookie salaries? I mean, JP, what do you think it's going to take to make it just work?
It's a really good question, and you've been in those players' meetings. I've never been privy to the players' meetings, and I never was really privy to the ownership meetings. But I just don't understand how both parties can't find a way to resolve this, because the game is making money. Mm-hmm. And like I said earlier, they're tied in with DraftKings now. They've got games on Netflix. They got games on Apple TV. I mean, there's a lot of people. Oh yeah, that ball's fair.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that have their hand in Major League Baseball now and are making money and creating money for the game. And I just tell you, it break my heart to see us go on strike, because.
And not for nothing, JP, and you would certainly know better than I, just being in the positions that you've been in this sport, salary caps have not helped other major sports have parity. The NFL has a salary cap. The NBA has a salary cap. You're trying to tell me that with the salary cap, when is the last time the New York Jets won anything? When is the last time the Cleveland Browns won anything? When is the last time an NBA team that was not fueled by a superpower or a super team, when a LeBron James or whatever decides that he's going to take this person and this person and this person, pick the coach that he wants? All right, maybe the San Antonio Spurs this year notwithstanding, but they have a one freak of an athlete that has gotten them to the finals in the NBA. Other major sports teams have caps. It does not mean that all 32 teams in the NFL have the same ability to win. Why would it be different in Major League Baseball?
I don't think it's going to be different, but what I'd like to see happen is I'd like to see Paul Skeens stay with the Pittsburgh Pirates his whole career. I'd like to see the Pirates be able to pony up the money that it's going to take to keep him. And, I thought when Aaron Judge signed with the Yankees, that was great for baseball. He should be a Yankee. He should retire as a Yankee. We need to keep the players that are really good players, the Bobby Witt Jr.'s staying in Kansas City, Paul Skeens staying in Pittsburgh. We can't let those guys get away. And that's one of the things I think some of these smaller market clubs have to do, is have the ability to step up and pay these guys like they would make on the free market, because, Paul Skeens is a once-in-a-lifetime guy. And if they don't have the money to pony up for him, what are they going to have to do? Trade him in another 2 years?
They have the money, JP. You know that they do. When you look at these teams, of course, anybody can spend the money. They choose not to. There's certain teams that have owners that want to put money back into their product. The Toronto Blue Jays did it after coming up second in the World Series. They put money back into their product. They put money back into their team. I remember exactly where I was when I heard Shohei Ohtani got a $700 million contract. You can expect that the Guggenheim Group and the Dodgers expect to make $2.8 billion off of Shohei Ohtani. It's 4 times the amount of what a player is given. So $765 for Juan Soto. Steve Cohen is expecting 4 times the amount in a return on investment. Every owner can spend. It's just whether or not you choose to or not.
Yeah, listen, when I was in Toronto, we tried to convince the ownership, had they had just bought in the team, we tried to convince them that you are the owners of one team in one country. If you put money into this team so we can compete with the Red Sox and the Yankees, who at the time were the number 1 and 2 payrolls in baseball, you're going to bring people to the ballpark. You're going to create excitement. And I don't know what happened in the last 10 years. They seem to have woken up, and now they're spending money, and you're seeing what's happening. And I think it's great. Toronto's a great city. As Pap can tell you, it's a great place to play. It's a great city. It's the 3rd largest city in North America. I
used to love going to Toronto, JP. I mean, it's one of a kind, and you look forward to that. And to me, y'all had great teams despite y'all's payroll, but it's going to be, you're going to have to get down to the nitty gritty now when you put together a roster, and you're going to say, okay, am I willing to spend? But if I'm willing to spend, I have to get W's with the money that I spend. And that's what the ownerships.
And look, you have to build your organization where you have good scouting and good player development. And we've gotten away from that. We now have organizations run by one person, the Wizard of Oz, who sits behind the curtain. And it's not just the Red Sox. I'm not alluding to the Red Sox. I was with the Giants my last 5 years of my career, and it was run like that there. And that's a pristine organization that was basically run into the ground because no one wanted to listen to the scouts and the player development people. And we've gotten so far away from the grassroots.
And now teams don't even have scouts.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny, Jared? And I'm not picking on Brez because, he's on the hot seat from a lot of people, but Craig Breslow probably isn't even in baseball if it wasn't for Tommy Tanis, a local scout in New England, who drafted him late in the rounds out of Yale University and gave him an opportunity to play. You would think guys who get those opportunities would value what scouts do and really think about scouts in a different light.
It's a great point.
We've come to the point where we think some guy can tell them who can play. I don't know, Pap. I always sit here and scratch my head. It nauseates me. Oh, it nauseates me when I look at a major league infielder or outfielder looking at his wrist on how to play a hitter. We're taking the instincts away from the players. It's unbelievable. You guys are getting me on a rant.
I love it. The point about the scouts is, it's outstanding. I
Here's
guess
a guy
I never
right
considered
here,
that.
Mickey Gasper.
Yeah.
You know, Mickey Gaspar's like a 27th round. I tried to sign him his junior year. I couldn't get the money from the Mets, but he's a 27th round draft pick. That guy don't even play in the big leagues today. He doesn't even get a chance.
And now, like, the scouting departments are either completely depleted or non-existent, or there's just a handful of remnants.
Jared, what's happened to them is they've been handcuffed.
Yeah, they're voiceless.
They're told who to like, who to look at, what plays, what doesn't play. There's nobody who has the autonomy to be able to say, hey, if we move this guy from one side of the rubber to the other, I think his fastball is going to play a little bit more. I think his arm slot, if we can drop him a little bit, scouts who have 20, 30 years of watching players, you know, being able to bring that to the table, it's just pushed to the side. I was talking to a AAA manager the other day. He told me when they call a guy up from AAA, they don't even ask him what he thinks of the guy.
That's crazy.
How does that even happen in today's game? Like,
this is a 47-year. This guy's been managing a long time, but he's also been a farm director. I won't mention his name because I don't want to get him in trouble. But he played in the big league. Played in the big leagues. He tells me when they call a guy up, they don't even ask him, how's he throwing? How's his stuff? Is he ready to come up? Do you think he should come up? They just say call him.
My gosh.
You know, in the day and age of the GM, it is gone. It's gone. You know, like, and I played for. I'm gonna throw a name out there, Mike Rizzo. I mean, you may have.
I know Mike.
You may not.
I love him.
But you know, the ownership was trying to get rid of me when me and Harper got into our incident. Mm-hmm. And he went to bat for me and said, no, this is a guy that we need on our team. And so you got to know the pulse of your team. Like me, the pulse is gone.
Hang on. We'll pick this up on the other side. Bases loaded, 2 out, ends in nothing. We'll be right back. Wilyer Breyer with a 2-run shot in the 3rd inning, giving the Red Sox a 3-0 advantage over the Baltimore Orioles. Pap, go ahead and put a bow on that story you were just talking about with Mike Rizzo going to bat for you when you were pitching for the Nationals.
Yeah, my point is that GMs today, they don't have a certain pulse on their team that they need. And Mike Rizzo went to bat for me when I had the incident with Harper and said, you know, we need this kind of guy on our team. This is what we're trying to get to. We're trying to have this kind of competitiveness. And, you know, he knew the pulse of our team that, you know, hey, this was just a minor dust up, simple disagreements. They're fine. And we want this in our team. We want this kind of fight in our team. And so today's GMs, they just don't have that, you know. Even like when I was drafted, I knew I was getting drafted by the Red Sox because that's a good piece of hitting. Damn. Because
that was an accident.
The Joe Morgan who drafted me, not the Joe Morgan that we all know, different Joe Morgan, but he was the only one that talked to me personally on a name-to-name basis and got to know me. And so I knew they were going to draft me, and you just don't see that going on anymore in today's game.
Pete Alonso with the single there. JP, so you know a little bit about Anthony Siegler. They recalled him today, the infielder from Worcester, obviously. Nick Sogard is now on the IL with a right oblique strain. Let's hear a minute from Siegler, and then we'll talk about what makes him special.
Exciting.
He's swinging the bat really well right now. He had a great road trip.
First time being here. Obviously, a lot of history here, a lot of great players here, previously and right now. So just being able to be in this locker room and then being able to go out on the field is it's exciting.
The numbers were obviously good at Worcester. What offensively was going well for you?
I think just being able to get in there every day. Obviously, had a slower start. Coming back from a knee, didn't have a spring training, so April was kind of my spring training a little bit, but then toward the end of April, beginning of May, and the rest of May was able to get in there a little bit more and get more bats, seeing more pitching, getting more time on defense definitely played a role too. Haven't talked to Trace yet. I've been trying to find him, but definitely gonna see what my role is, and whatever it is, I'm all for it. Whether that be platooning, whether that be coming off the bench when I need to. I'm definitely, like I said, I'm just going to take it day by day and just be there when I can, and show up ready every day.
And guys, Siegler was another piece of that puzzle that came over from the Milwaukee Brewers when Caleb Durbin came over. JP, go ahead. You were talking about what you've noticed from him so far. Yeah,
he's really hot right now. He had a really good road trip. And I agree with what he said. You could see he was a little off in April because he didn't have a spring training. His bat was a little slow. His timing was off a little bit. But now that he's had a chance to get some at-bats underneath him, he's really settled in. He's got power up the opposite field, up the gap. He runs really well. He can steal the base. He plays a good third base. So he's a nice addition. He's a lot like Sogard, maybe not as instinctual as Sogard, but he's got a little thumper in his bat.
What kind of set of balls does he have on him? Does he got big Doberman balls, or does he have little tiny poodle balls?
And I wouldn't say they're tiny, but I got to see them under a little bit of heat to tell you if they're bigger than medium.
All right, okay, that's what I like.
I didn't even know you could say that stuff on TV.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We can say whatever on this show. It's not on. It's on cable, like on the other cable.
Yeah, we get more leeway, JP.
It's like being in the clubhouse.
Very much so.
Man, that's why we like it. That's why we like it. So let me ask you all a question. Anybody can answer. At what point do we say, okay, we're still in this, we're going to buy, or we're out of this and we're going to sell? JP, you could go first since you've got more experience.
Well, I think it's not a bad thing to get on the phone right now and start talking to people and see what they want to do. See if people, want to dip their toe in the water and just start stirring some stuff up. And if something real appealing comes to you, then you jump on it. But, you want to just keep putting some chum in the water and see if some teams want to start moving. Some teams you got to provoke, and some teams are ready to go. Nice play.
All right.
JP, thanks.
See you guys later. Thank you.
JP. Appreciate you.
Take care.
All right, we welcome you back. Before first pitch, we had some bold predictions made by the three of us. We have all hit on Durbin so far, which is pretty good, guys. I said he'd have the single in the third. Jared and Pap also hit on Durbin. Yep, I mean, Jared just said he was going to get a hit. You got that right, and so did Pap, so there you have it. But I think I should get a little bit more credit because I nailed the inning
you did.
In which he got the hit. So still a couple of...
Alanna, let me tell you something. The odds for you nailing the hit along with the actual inning
with said player,
dude, that's like plus 800, plus 1,000 odds in your
Can
favor.
I send you my Venmo request? That would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, Pat, pick up the tab, kid.
Man.
I know. Tell you what.
Alanna, I might start texting you for bets.
Please don't. I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's probably a good thing.
Maybe.
It's like my wife when we do the NCAA bracket, she picks them off of mascots.
Yeah.
She has no idea.
Mascots or colors or
Geography.
Yeah.
what you would want, what the dog would want to chase more. I've won a couple tournaments back in the day when I paid attention to college basketball. I've won my fantasy football league a couple times, but I haven't played in years.
Other sports.
Can I give a shout out?
Yeah.
Shout out to Mississippi State winning their regional at home.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Baseball, they go to Georgia. They go to Athens, Georgia to play a super regional.
Okay.
And then they're going to win that, and then they'll be in the College World Series this
Good
year.
for them. Have you been to the College World Series, Pep?
Yes, I was there when Mississippi State won the national championship.
Very nice.
Yes, we popped bottles, and they weren't Prosecco.
Wasn't that recently? Didn't Mississippi State win recently?
Yeah, 21.
Yeah,
it's been a little bit.
Okay.
A solo.
105 off the bat. That's what we're talking about right there. Meyer.
Here comes
He just
home
has
run
just
derby.
Straight line Meyer, doesn't he?
He doesn't ever look like he's there. Like, you can just kind of like look. He reminds me of Belly in that sense, like Cody Bellinger.
Valley Bros.
Like, you just kind of look straight through him.
The Flonase King. Oh, wow, we're dropping him down.
Damn it.
Man, Pete Alonso really does not get enough credit for the way he plays first base.
So I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a great point, Jared.
He's, I feel like, I don't know, Mets fans, they're unhinged. I don't take them at their word. Like, they were calling Freddie Peralta five-frame Freddie. They're like, he just goes out there, throws, like, they're complaining about Freddie Peralta. And so I was like, man, I expected to look up his numbers, and he was having, like, a shit year. He's got, like, a 3.5. I'm like, yeah, all right, fine. Like, he's not.
They just need something to complain about.
Yeah, like, he's not in the Cy Young conversation, but, I mean, 3.5 is pretty good.
Wait till the Knicks lose in the finals, and then the Mets fans are really going to become even more unhinged than they are.
I think they're just happy to be there.
So the Knicks are playing the Spurs, correct?
Correct.
I found that out today, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really know. Once the Celtics got out, I quit watching.
Pap, don't say anything, Jared. Pap, do you know who's in the Stanley Cup final?
I do.
Okay. Jared,
Well,
it
he's a sports
took
bettor.
him 29 minutes to figure out who was in the Stanley Cup final. And by the way, it's the NBA Finals, for those listening, and the Stanley Cup Final,
Yeah, singular.
singular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
last night,
Now-
it took me 29 minutes to guess.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It's the Avalanche and the Knights, right?
That is incorrect.
No.
The Avalanche were swept
Oh,
by
no.
the
Hurricane.
Knights.
The
Yeah,
Hurricane.
different natural disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the Knights are the Western Conference team, and do you know who the Eastern Conference team is?
He said it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, the Hurricanes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I apologize. I
I
hear you.
didn't know. I just found out yesterday that the Hartford Whalers became the Carolina Hurricanes. I didn't know that.
Do you know who the Avalanche used to be before they became the Colorado Avalanche?
No, but I do know that when Ray Bourque went to the Avalanche and won the Stanley Cup, that Boston threw him a parade when he came back.
Yes.
And that was like the first parade. Like, we were so pathetic before, like, the Red Sox and Patriots started winning that they were like, all right, I mean, Ray Bork won a Stanley Cup with the Avalanche, so I guess we'll throw a parade for that. And then we started having a parade like once every year and a half on average for the next 2 decades, which was pretty sick.
Yeah, you guys are, you've had a really good run of major sports teams that have won.
Yeah, I've lived a good life.
3-2 bomb right here.
Who, the Colorado Avalanche used to be a different team?
Correct.
Would I know this? What year? What year did this happen?
They came to Colorado, I want to say in 1996. Because I want to say they won the Cup the first year they were there, 96 and 97. I think they came to Colorado in 95.
Okay.
And then won the Cup like 96, 97.
Pap, do you know this?
Same colors. I don't know if that helps you, but
I'm
probably
the
not.
worst.
He doesn't pay attention to.
I'm the worst at hockey, man. I don't even get their playoff structure with the points and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I went on the Bruins Unobstructed Views, and we discussed, like, how the points go and the playoff points and and I'm still lost.
The Bruins Unobstructed Views won an Emmy, and we are up for an Emmy. This Unobstructed Views from last season, the 3 of us are up for an Emmy, and of course our great crew. And we're going to find out this Saturday. Jared is going to the Emmy ceremony.
I don't know what to wear.
Just wear
Ball down.
like a nice suit. By the way, the answer was the Quebec Nordiques.
The what?
The Quebec Nordiques.
No, that's not a real thing.
That is absolutely a real thing.
No.
Quebec Nordiques.
Challenge.
Okay.
That's not real.
This one's doing the BS challenge on me. Does anybody want to dispute?
I've never.
Really? You guys don't think I know what the Colorado Avalanche were? I was born and raised there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying I've never heard of that team before, Alanna.
You didn't even know who was in it this year. Took you half an hour.
I got there, though.
Hey, please. It was the Quebec Nordiques. Stop.
Quebec. Yeah, I've been to Montreal.
Okay.
Great.
All right.
time.
Who did the Montreal Expos become?
The Nats.
Very good. I'm surprised you knew that.
Why? I was alive for that.
You weren't alive for the Nordiques coming to Colorado?
No, I was playing with my Pokemon cards when that happened.
Quit playing with your
Don't tell
digging.
me you're one of those guys.
I mean, what were you doing that was so cool when you were 6, Pap?
When I was 6,
You,
I was running.
were you ripping darts when you were in 7th grade? Like, what are you talking about?
I believe that he actually was.
Probably, yeah.
No, probably about 8th grade, but
Yeah.
nah, man. 6 years old, I was running around Louisiana barefooted and nothing but some drawers on with jiffy feet, probably.
That is true. Yeah, like, I guess it's different. His upbringing was probably different. Like, he was probably, like, outside more and stuff like that.
I would think that he would.
He's got brothers. I didn't.
Don't throw your sister under the bus.
I mean, like, my sister, there's photos apparently like of like tutus and stuff like that. We don't need to get into it.
That she dressed you in?
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have an older sister.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
we can go to break. We can go to break.
welcome back, everybody. It is 3-0 Boston, top of the 5th inning. Inning number 5 is powered by Salem 5, just in case you guys didn't know that on the screen. All right, so Peyton Tolley has a mustache for the ages, correct? So we're gonna play a little game here, guys, in terms of guess that stash. Now, I believe there are 12 different stashes, okay?
Okay.
6 of which are of baseball players.
All right.
And 6 of which are non-baseball related.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm not really quite sure how we're going to execute this. I think you throw up a stat. Oh my, that's Peyton. That's gotta be Peyton.
Yeah, that's Peyton Tolley.
That's Peyton. Okay, so
Peyton Tolley, yeah.
that's Peyton. All right, so yep, okay. So there you go. So I don't know if they're gonna mix up, like, do all 6 baseball players, and then that's Tom Selleck. That's Tom Selleck. That's Magnum PI.
Yeah.
Do you even know who Tom Selleck is?
I only know who Tom Selleck is because people said that Peyton Tolley looks like Tom Selleck, and I agree.
I don't know about that.
They definitely look alike.
Magnum PI, or if
But
like
he
for
was
the
a good baseball player, though.
he was. He's a Tigers
Yeah.
fan. He's a big Tigers fan.
Wow.
And for those of you that don't know about Magnum PI, he was also Richard in Friends. He was Monica's boyfriend
Oh.
in Friends.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next.
That's Ack.
Oh, that's Eck.
Heck, yes.
Yeah.
The hair, the stash. Nice.
That's a legendary moss.
That is amazing. Good lettuce, good stash. Another Tolley strikeout.
That's
Raleigh Fingers.
Raleigh Fingers. Yes. Nice. The handlebar there. Okay.
I'm also
Doing
blind.
good in this game, knock on wood.
Oh, that's oh gosh. Oh no. Oh, that's birds. Oh God. Jared won't know. He's too young.
Burt Reynolds?
Burt Reynolds.
You said Burns.
Oh, Burt Reynolds, good. I didn't know that one.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I couldn't even spit it out.
I was like, oh, the guy that Will Ferrell is on SNL.
Okay. Oh, Steve Harvey.
Yeah, it's Steve Harvey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Steve Harvey.
That's a great stash, Steve Harvey.
Mm-hmm.
Good dude, funny man.
Is that
Oh,
El
damn.
Chiante?
Louis Tion, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. So stupid. The stuff that. Oh, that's the actor from. Who is it?
That's the guy from.
Is he on The Office? No.
No. I know his name. I would know it if I heard it.
Well, yeah.
I got no clue on this one.
He's on a funny TV show.
Can we have a clue, Mark, producer?
He was in an End of the World TV show.
Oh, he's on Parks and Rec. I still don't know his name.
Yeah, I would know it if I heard it, but I don't.
Well, yeah, if you see it, you'll know it too, Jared. Thanks.
Yeah. Give me his initials, Mark.
His character name is Ron Swanson.
Yeah.
But I don't know this guy. I mean, by face, yes.
What's his initials?
NL? NO.
N-O? I guess I lied. I don't know his name. I guess everyone just calls him Ron Swanson. What's his name? Nick? Oh, yeah, I never would have got that. I know Jose Offerman.
Yeah, Jose Offerman.
Okay, next.
That is...
Is that David Beckham?
That is Dylan Cease.
Oh, it could also be the W.B. Mason guy.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Oh,
noticed how much
right.
Dylan Cease looks like the W.B. Mason character?
He
A
does.
little bit, yeah.
He does, yes.
Oh.
That...
I don't know this person.
I don't know this one either.
It looks like an older gentleman.
An older gentleman. He's in Roadhouse? No idea. I don't know.
I have no idea who that is.
By the way, Alexander has a nice, like, beard mustache thing going for the Orioles.
Never.
Oh, I
in a
never. Oh,
million
Sam
years.
Elliott. Duh, my sister, my oldest sister, is in
Never
love
heard
with
of
him.
Sam Elliott. No disrespect to Mr. Elliott, but
He used to be like a sex symbol back in the day. What on earth? Who on earth is this? Oh,
Paul Skeens.
oh.
that is not Paul Skeens.
I don't know who this is either.
Former Red
Do
Sox.
me.
Oh, Dwight Evans, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There he is. Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, good one, Jared.
Nailed it. Yeah.
It's a sick wife beater he has on, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys.
Sick chest hair with the mustache.
Thanks for playing Guess This Stash.
I think I did pretty good.
You did really good.
Burt Reynolds, what a pull.
Dude, it takes me like 3 months to do.
This is the best. This is the best. Mickey Gasper and Super Mario. Some honorable mentions.
Oh, come on, Cello. Come on. Making my guy throw extra pitches. It's not even windy. They're showing the flag like, oh.
Man.
I guess it's a little windy. Whatever, dude. Make the
Still,
catch. This is the big leagues. This is the show.
Hang on, let's see what happened here.
Anytime a ball's in the air for longer than 3 seconds, it should be caught.
Oh, sheesh.
Come on now.
What happened there, guys?
Twilight, maybe.
No, quit making excuses.
You asked me a question.
What happened, Alanna?
Little twilight,
You
little
missed the
wind.
routine pop-up.
It's a routine pop-up. You've got to make that play.
Yeah, that's upsetting.
Ay.
My mom's trying to help me cheat on the mustache thing. She texted me Sam Elliott.
Your mom would know that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I have no idea who that is. I'm sorry. That's the only person
He's
I
a
didn't even like hear of.
long-time actor. Long-time actor.
I thought we were gonna get like a Spencer Strider in there. He's got a good stash.
All right, so how about this picture? This one doesn't even look like Pap. This was Pap. Explain this, please.
Oh, come on.
Jeez.
Yeah, this.
Should have been out of the inning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hurts, man. See, that's in good ball clubs, they make you pay like that. That hurts, man. But anyway, this was an ugly sweater party a couple years ago that I went to. Me and the wife, and that's really the only stash I've ever grown or could grow. And it took me about 3 months.
Your wife is a smoke show, by the way, but that doesn't even look like you.
No, it doesn't.
No, you got the comb over with the stash. Yeah.
Doesn't even look like you.
We actually won those little awards. We won a best dressed.
Okay. What was the award? What'd you get?
It was like a bottle of tequila or some kind of bottle of liquor.
Okay.
But yeah, I try to keep this photo deep in the archives.
It's a good pick.
And you, please explain yourself.
Picture on the left is from 2009. I don't know why. I don't know whose sunglasses those are. I feel like alcohol might have been involved in that photo. The picture on the right, though, that was a Dennis Eckersley giveaway at Fenway Park. So
Was X hair that long?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So. It was like 2017, I want to say, or 2016 or 2017. They did Dennis Eckersley. It was like the cap with the hair, and it came with the stash. Yeah, that was probably like the first or second week in my New York City apartment. I had just moved there, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit on the couch.
Let's just get weird.
I'm just gonna be Dennis Eckersley tonight on the couch. Yeah, just let it rip.
All right, that's got to be an out.
It's got to be. All right.
Fun segment, kids. Fun segment.
Good segment. My daughter wants y'all to know that she's writing in cursive now. Look at that.
Aw.
Look at that. I can't.
Welcome you back to Unobstructed Views, presented by Blue Moon. We are psyched that you are here. Jonathan Papelbon, Jared Carrabis, Alanna, Rizzo with you. Wilson Contreras, Masataka Yoshida, Mickey Gasper due up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Right now, the Red Sox with a 3-0 advantage. All right, so far, guys, Wilson Contreras 1 for 1 with a walk. Pap, he's been really good. We've talked about him being a good defensive first baseman, but he's got a little bit of pop, too. I mean, he's obviously coming into this with a .281 average, 11 home runs, and 33 RBI with a hit already tonight. What do you like?
Well, I like his ability to control the strike zone, right? So, to me, when a hitter can control the strike zone, the pitcher's got his work cut out for him. And what I mean by that is he can get a pitcher he can fight off pitches. He can foul off good pitchers' pitches and get a pitcher to try to make a mistake. And like I talked about earlier, he's one of the few guys that we have that when a pitcher does make a mistake and he's looking for that, he can make him pay with the long ball. So,
yeah, slug.
That's one of the things I really like about him.
You like the fire, too, that he plays with, right?
Of course. I mean, that's, to me, that's one of the intangibles that when players have that and they go about their business in a competitive manner, and to me, the best compliment throughout the big leagues and in the big leagues are when you go to another team and they say, man, I really hated you. You were an asshole when I played against you, but man, you're a great teammate. Get down. Safe. See, you got to love that right there, baby.
That's the stuff that Duran was doing when he was on top in 24 and 23. Like he was just dumping balls into the outfield and legging it out into like balls that should have been base hits were becoming doubles. And now you got Wilson Contreras doing stuff like that. Why
is Duran dialed back on that a little bit?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's like a confidence thing with him where it's just, if you're going really bad, like he was sub 200 for most of the season, he still might be. I don't know. Like I know he's approaching like a 700 OPS, but like batting average wise, I don't know where he's at.
He was 219 coming in.
Okay, so if you're sub 200 and you're praying for hits and you get a base hit, you're gonna be like, thank you very much for my base hit. Like I'm gonna take that.
Right.
But when you're feeling yourself, then it's like I know I'm fast, so single's great, but I'm taking this double too.
You can take the risk.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be a bonehead where it's like, man, you just got thrown out. Like, why don't you just stay there?
You're exactly right, Jared. And it boils down to confidence, man. It's just like from a pitcher. I can speak from a pitcher more than I can from hitters. But you have that confidence to throw that pitch in that big situation because things are going good. You feel confident about yourself. Same thing for hitters.
I don't mind that take.
Yeah.
I love JP's point about like the scouts.
Me too.
And, like, you got Mickey Gasper, who's now essentially won the starting job. I think it's a little unsustainable that the Red Sox are carrying 3 catchers right now. But the fact that Mickey Gasper was not part of that tandem to start the year, and they've needed offense so desperately that it's like, hey man, like I may not be the best defensive catcher that you got, but I can swing it a little bit. Is that something that you're interested in? Yep. Okay.
Did they sour on Narvaez, or was it just more of
they need offense.
Listen, I need offense.
Yeah.
However we can get it,
Yep.
We're gonna run whoever is giving us the best chance at the moment.
Yeah, I don't even think that they're being candid, or I don't think that they're being coy about it, rather. It's a matter of, hey, Massa, I know that it doesn't necessarily work with all the outfielders, and then Roman going down kind of it fixed that situation a little bit.
Oh, we lost it.
Oh, wow. Okay, that wasn't even close.
I had no idea where that went.
Wow.
Go, Mario, go. Go, Mario, go.
Get down.
Get down, get down. All right.
What a
gift.
A lonely feeling. That's brutal. Yeah.
So is that lights? Is that the Twilight you were talking about?
Yeah. I mean, like I remember it was May 2022, Sydney Sweeney night.
Oh, brother, of course you'd remember that.
Bases loaded, Toronto Blue Jays, and Duran looked up, couldn't find it, ball lands behind him. It's not good.
2-base error?
He's
No,
like,
that's
I
going to
don't
be a
know.
hit.
Should have thought no.
I don't know if they could give him I mean, that. Really?
Yeah, it never touched anybody. It's going to be a
triple. 2-run triple.
Get out of here.
Yep.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, of course. I don't know why I question you.
Now, as a pitcher, that should be an error.
Yeah.
I mean, there should be some human element.
Rip.
Get off the wall.
Okay.
Look at IKF, man. The best hitter in the league right now, IKF.
Did you say he was the heartbeat of the city?
Yeah. Make the whole team out of IKF.
The other day, Chad Tracy, guys, basically said, at this point in the season, Pap, it is merit-based as to who plays. It is not contract-based. So it was more of a situation of we're going to run Mickey Gasper out there over the Masatakas or the, Caleb Durbins or whatever because...
Felt like a shot at our guy TS10 a little bit.
Well, he was also already on the IL.
Well, he came back around the team yesterday after post-surgery.
Right, but he can't. I mean, he's not.
No, but it's kind of like, hey, just letting you know that your spot isn't promised when you get back.
Yeah, I would take that more as a hit against our guy if he was anywhere near coming back, but he's not. So, Pap, just merit-based versus contract-based, just getting anything going.
Yeah, and here's the thing is, Chad Tracy's job is merit-based too.
Amen.
So he's going to be doing the same thing for his players and saying, hey, look, you produce, you're going to be in there night in and night out. And if you don't, you're just simply not going to play because they're all managing, coaching, and playing for a job next year. And that's just how this team is. This is what they've come to now. And whether or not they become, buyers or sellers, I think they're going to become sellers. I don't think there's any kind of other outcome to do but sell.
Who besides Chapman has value to sell?
Well, nobody really.
Sonny Gray, Wilson
Gray,
Contreras,
You think they moved
Garrett
them?
Whitlock. There's plenty of guys.
But he's hurt, and anybody that's hurt or has been hurt during the season, their trade value is going to go down.
If he'll be back before the deadline. He's got 2 months to come back. It's not a 2-month injury. He'll be back. A lot of teams will want Garrett Whitlock if he can come back and prove to be healthy, which he has time to do that.
Yeah, and he has to do that. He has to come back and prove that he's healthy and throw the ball well.
Yeah.
But I think that the tell-all is Aroldis Chapman.
Yeah.
If you get rid of Aroldis Chapman, you're telling your fan base that we give up.
We've punted till next season.
Yes.
I mean, Duran's been in trade rumors for 2 years. If there's a
But
team
I feel like his value was higher then in terms of the conversation than it is now.
Yes, but he's also one of the hottest hitters in baseball right now. So if he turns it around and proves that the first month of sucking was an aberration, then teams...
That's fair.
You're still not going to get what you would have gotten if you had sold after 23, 24, 25, what have you.
Right.
But it's not going to be some sort of salary dump that it would have been if you wanted to move on from him in some time in April. Yeah,
That's fair.
There's a few guys that have value, and then there's some guys that you're quote-unquote stuck with. But that's why the salary dump conversation is so interesting, is because you've got some guys that perhaps would be interesting salary dump candidates, and like we were talking about with JP, the Giants would love to dump some salaries, a multitude of salaries, their entire infield.
And they are worse. They're way worse than I thought they were going to be this year.
They're very bad, yeah. It's weird, though, because their vibes are up. Like, they stink as bad as the Red Sox do, but they look like they're having a great time.
Well, I don't know how you guys feel about this. I feel if Craig Breslow lasts to the end of the season, then Chad Tracy will be the manager next year. If Breslow is fired, Chad Tracy is not the manager next year.
I don't think Jared, you can go ahead.
I don't know that I feel super like I think it's possible. I wouldn't take it to the bank, but because I mean at the end of the day, you look at the get down ball.
That ball's down.
There you go. They can't spell Durbin without RBI, Pat.
Yes, sir. Got to keep extending the lead, baby.
So when the Phillies fired Rob Thompson, the Phillies caught fire. I mean, they got hot. I think where you build a case for Chad Tracy.
They haven't gotten hot.
It's like if the Red Sox, after the coach is getting fired, if the Red Sox took off, but that hasn't happened. They don't play well at home. The offense has been bad. Like this game is kind of a blip on the radar in terms of their performance at Fenway Park. It's like historically bad at Fenway Park. And then the IKF stuff last night, the PR team got to him. Like when
you could tell.
Yeah, like when he elaborated on it today, it was a different path than I think he was trying to take it last night. Like last night, I think what he was trying to say is there's too many nerds with clipboards and khakis walking around when we're trying to get our work in. And like I have my pregame routine and I like to do X, Y, and Z before a game, but they've got me doing A, B, and C, and they're trying to show me information that just overwhelms my brain, and that's not part of what I do to get ready for 162. That's just not part of who I am and who I've been. Especially, I think, when you add in the layer of no disrespect to the new coaches, but a guy like IKF, a guy like, Wilson Contreras, I'm older now than some of the coaches that are on the staff, and I've had a more successful
Big league career.
Yeah, like I've played professionally at the highest level, and I've done it for so many years. Like,
I mean, Wilson Contreras has 10 years of service time.
Yeah, 1,000 hits in the big leagues. It's like, you can look around the room and be like, what can you teach me that I don't already know how to do?
And the thing about IKF, too, you guys, he was in New York. Like, that's the biggest, like, one of the biggest analytic teams that there is in terms of sabermetrics, analytics, those types of things. So it's not, and he's not unfamiliar with a lot of media and tough questions and those types of things. I think what he means is that it's the clipboard kings here when they're home at Fenway that don't go on the road, that aren't there on the road. So the team's a little bit looser, a little bit more, has the ability to be, they can be baseball players.
Yeah.
Whereas home, there's so many freaking cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, guys, today's baseball player, big leaguer, has to be able to take all the information that's given to him and filter it out. Like you can't, there's so much information now fed to these players, you can't possibly retain it all.
Stay down.
Look at this team. Best home offense in baseball.
Man, I don't like Cedon sliding head first there. I like the effort, but
no, especially because of the recent back issues.
Yeah, especially what he's got going on.
It's to make a 7-0 game an 8-0 game.
Yeah.
But some guys can't turn that off. I know Petey couldn't.
No, and I appreciate that. I do. Damn, he went in there hard, too.
Yeah, it looked like he jammed his left hand there. That's not great.
Ooh, God, yeah.
He's tough, though.
Eight runs at home, Pap. Ties the season high.
I love it, man. Just leave it up to Unobstructed Views to help him out,
We are absolutely the straw
nice.
that stirs this Red Sox drink.
Yeah.
Look at us.
I mean, would you make the ultimate sacrifice and do the Unobstructed Views stream for 162?
Are they paying us for 162?
I'm getting word no.
Then
yeah,
no.
It sounds like no. Yeah.
At this point in my career, absolutely not.
You know what? I would do it. If they want to make me a little bunk bed over here.
You would be by yourself, because I guarantee you Pap wouldn't do it for 162 if we're not getting paid.
I'll do 162 as long as it was working. If they were losing and it wasn't working, then I'd be like, all right, yeah, no, we're gonna wrap this up here real quick. But
All right. Let us know how that goes.
Dedication.
Just to prove my point, there we are. They are the Quebec Nordiques prior
I've
to
seen that
moving
logo.
to
Okay.
the.
Wait,
Yes, those are the Quebec Nordiques prior to moving to Colorado. Joe Sakic, remember that was.
I do remember him.
You know Joe Sakic. Well, he's now the GM of the Avs again.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, there they were in 1995. Before the same color scheme came over the whole thing.
Do they have a similar logo? Like, am I?
No, the Avalanche is a big A. With
Okay.
yeah, so you guys with this BS challenge that we instituted this season here on Unobstructed Views, both of you tapped your head because you wanted to challenge me that the Quebec Nordiques weren't a real team. So both of you lose your challenge.
Oh, okay.
Neither one of you have a challenge left. I have one challenge remaining. So if you happen to say something I don't agree with, I can still challenge you. You two are done.
This feels like in the movie Big Daddy when like the little kid's like, because I win. I win.
That's right.
I do love the Peyton Tolley still out there though. Where are we at on strikeouts?
You gotta love that. You gotta love that. You gotta let him go. It's an 8-0 ball game. You gotta let him go. Go out there, get strike one, get the first guy out of the inning, which he did, and let him go. Like, see what he can do.
5 strikeouts. All right.
So what'd you say? 8.5?
I said 9.
You said 9. Pap said 8.5. I said 7. Yeah, I said 7.
I'd rather believe in Peyton Tolley and be wrong than not believe in him and be right.
Okay, that's fair.
I should have picked 12.
Masalo, they just signed him to a big deal.
Yeah, writing's on the wall for old Adley.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know where he might be a good fit, and I hate to say this, but the Bronx.
Adley, Rutschman?
Yeah. Yeah, my Dominican brother, Austin Wells, hasn't really been cutting it.
I love that whole story.
Yeah, he hasn't been cutting it in the Bronx.
Yeah, I'm not privy to that story. Like, how is he Dominican?
I think his mom's Dominican.
I don't know, but he played for the Dominican team for the World Baseball Classic. So it was basically.
What the hell's going on here? What are we doing?
Oh, gosh.
What just happened?
I think he didn't.
The ball was at the backstop.
Yeah.
What, did he try to get a new ball but like didn't call timeout?
No, he was in the windup, I believe, or stepped off, dropped the ball, maybe.
Oh, was that?
So a balk.
Was that a disengagement or a balk?
I think he balked.
Balked.
But then, is that not a dead ball? So wouldn't it be one base? Or is that a live ball after you balk?
I think it's still a live ball after you balk, if I'm mistaken.
What the hell?
Nobody knew that rule. Look at this.
Okay, yeah. So if you balk, he's like, all right, man, like relax, chill out. 8-0 ball game. Everything's all right. Why would the Orioles manager be arguing this? You just got 2 free bases here.
Well, maybe they're making him go back to second, saying it is a dead ball. We need to get a better ruling on this. Yeah, so they're going to say it's a dead ball.
Yeah. Okay, all right, yeah. Put him back at second base.
Yeah,
all right,
so
that's a balk.
So the umpire, if you see he raised both of his arms up, that means dead ball.
Dead ball, timeout. Yeah,
timeout, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Sometimes I know stuff. Here we go. Look
You
alive.
drink and you know stuff?
Yeah. See, now he's rattled. Go Peyton, calm down, man. It's 8-0 ball game. Throwing a great game. You look great.
Baltimore Orioles manager's from Falls River, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he is. They interviewed him today about being from here.
Fall River, you ain't from here. You ain't from around here.
Yeah.
That's like Cam Schlittler being like, I'm from Boston. No, you're not, dude. He's closer to Canada than he is Boston.
Wow. You're so judgy.
I'm just telling the truth, Alanna, that's all. Worst start of the season last night for Cam, though. It was a tough watch. I had a tough time watching it.
No, you did not.
It upset me a lot. It upset me deeply to see that. It did. Gave up 5 runs.
The Yankees losing really upset you deeply?
Well, you know, local kid like that going out there and making an ass of himself. That stuff really breaks me up deep inside. So I just hope he's doing all right.
I think he'll survive.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Let's go, Peyton.
All right, you got to make one pitch right here.
Yeah, lock in.
I have a feeling that they're going to say this is his last hitter.
Me too.
Yeah.
Lock it in, kid.
There you
There
go.
you go. His cutters really has come a long way. I mean,
Cutter's been
he
great.
hasn't been throwing it that long, and to me, he's made big strides on that cutter. It's got depth to it now.
You got to go
throwing it
4-seam. Finish with your best. Top of the zone, 97.
Good pitch.
Now what? Cutter in?
Yep. Go back to that cutter. Except back foot that cutter this time.
Whoop. Oh, heater.
All right, the
I
four-seam
respect it. If your 4-seam's your best pitch and you know it's probably your last batter and you got 2 strikes on a guy.
95 pitches.
Now here's the question: does it go back to the well? Because he's got him out away here. He can get him out away. Going hot heat.
All right.
If he walks him, he's out.
All right, now
Out of the
boils
game.
down to execution.
This is the last guy no matter what.
Pop him up.
Watson's
No.
not even throwing anymore, so. Career
Yeah,
high
Watson's
97 pitches for Peyton Tolley.
He did settle in well after a 25-pitch
Yeah.
first inning, for sure. I was going to say, you challenged that, right?
I guess, but it's a ball. That's off.
Yeah, that ball's off.
Damn.
It was worth the challenge, I guess. I can't believe how much the Red Sox suck at ABS.
It's like bad. It's bad.
Impossibly
Like
bad.
It's so bad that they're practicing ABS challenging. Like, you know it's bad when you're getting out there trying to practice challenges.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to give him one more hitter. All right, let's go.
Okay.
This is what Peyton totally deserves. He deserves one more hitter.
Sure. Left on left.
Left on left. Let's go, baby. Two young kids. Future's going to be playing against each other a lot.
Jackson was 3 years old, 4 years old when I was covering his dad with the Rockies.
Yikes.
Uh-oh.
That's a can of corn right there. Yeah.
Stay down.
Attaboy, Peyton. That's my guy.
And that is going to do it for Peyton Tolley. Good outing. 99 pitches, 68 of those for strikes over the course of 6 innings. You see the hits there, but no earned runs. And Garrett Whitlock on the IL and all, he approves. These two love each other. They have lovingly long hugs.
Maybe keep your hands off for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. Life comes at you fast, this ball girl. Good outing though, right, Pap? I mean, you gotta love it. They gave him Jackson Holiday.
Yeah, no, I mean, Alanna, great outing. You know, he did what he was supposed to do. They went out and they got him some runs early, and he went out there, got the first guy of almost every inning out, which you need to do when you get some runs, because that's really how you settle into a ball game is getting that first out. And he was able to do that tonight. And, you know, not only that, he was able to keep some damage to a minimum. You know, we saw there late, you know, he had a couple 25-pitch innings, was able to keep that damage to minimum, and nobody got across with 5 Ks. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, so you said 8.5. Jared said 9. I said 7. We were all wrong. I was the closest.
Of course.
So just so you know.
I think Peyton Tolley might currently be one of my favorite people.
He's so cool.
On planet Earth.
He's so cool.
Yeah.
Big fan of that guy.
Yeah.
Like, he's just a guy I don't drink beer, but you just want to have a beer with.
Yeah, a Blue Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I drank beer, I would drink Blue Moon.
Yeah, with Peyton Tolley.
Yeah.
We can make that happen. Yeah, I feel he's just like one of those guys that is just hard to be in a bad mood around him. You need those guys.
Yeah, his dad's the same way, man. I met his dad, and boy, does he have a handshake.
Does he have big paws, big mitts?
Oh yeah, man. And his dad is a spitting image of him.
The firmest handshake I've ever experienced in my entire life. Former teammate of Pap's.
Willie Mo.
Pitcher or position player?
Position player.
Willie Mo.
I've never shaken Willie Mo's hand. I would love to. I loved Willie Mo. I had like 3 different Willie Mo Pena jerseys. Jason Varitek has one of the firmest handshakes that you're ever going to experience. Willie Mo's got a firm handshake, Pap?
Willie Mo's a giant, man, with giant paws, man. A good one.
Willie Mo Pena in I believe it was June of 2005, hit a ball out of Kauffman Stadium that had to have been 515 feet, something like that. He also...
I've seen Willie Mo go over the Jumbotron in Toronto. Center field.
There was a ball that Willie Mo hit in either 05 or 06 that he hit it off the, so if you're sitting in the monster seats, there's obviously a wall directly behind you. Mm-hmm. It, everyone ducked so that they didn't die. And the ball,
then it ricocheted.
It ended up back in the infield.
Oh my.
I remember that.
Yeah, it hit off the back wall of the monster and then came back into the infield. He hit it so hard. Yeah. The Dominican Hammer, Willie Mo Pena.
Your brother.
Yep. From the island.
Have you been in the Dominican?
No. I would love to.
Are you?
Ooh, that hit him?
You just say you're about to, or
no,
you
I said I would love to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to challenge that probably. That ball didn't hit him.
That skipped over his foot.
Keep adding on, boys. Keep adding on. Here we go.
You know, not to make any excuses for April or anything, but I think we did kind of say that once the weather started to warm up, that good things would happen offensively. I don't know if it's enough to save the season and have everyone believe that this is some type of World Series contending team.
They're not.
They're not. However, they are going to score more runs than they had in April and May, I do believe.
It's just so bananas, though, if you look at, I mean, they're 4 out of the wild card right now.
Law of averages, or just because they're going to become a better team?
No, just, I mean, when the weather, it sucks. You know, it sucks to play in cold weather. The ball doesn't travel as much. Your body's not as loose. It's not excuse making. It's just the reality of playing baseball in New England.
Yeah, but what is
April and May
but
suck.
what's the reasoning then for just the faltering at home so much?
Well, according to IKF, it's because of the nerds. I don't like excuse making. I mean, that's what got Adrian Gonzalez shipped to the Dodgers, is excuse making. So at the end of the day, you still got to go out there and play the games. The teams that you're playing against are also playing in the same shitty weather conditions that you are. So
use the wall more.
Yeah, I don't like excuse making. I do, however, acknowledge that the offense will pick up once it starts getting warmer out, and here we are. It's a little bit warmer. Sox are scoring some runs. I don't hate it.
I got a question for y'all. Does Connerly does he never sit down in the dugout?
No, he's very antsy. He's
Peyton, too. Peyton doesn't sit either.
He's a big yapper. So that was what I was going to say earlier before we went to break, when we were talking about Crochet, or we were talking about Peyton Tolley learning from Garrett Crochet. Crochet has been open about, I learned from them too. We look at this guy as a Cy Young runner-up. They're all left-handed pitchers. They all have knowledge about the game and pitching and pitch grips and what have you, and approach and sequencing. And I mean, I think it's pretty cool that a guy like Garrett Crochet can put those guys over and say, yeah, man, I'm watching Connolly Early's bullpens and I'm learning a thing or two about pitching just from sitting there watching him.
Yeah,
I want my guys yapping.
That's definitely what you want, and that's definitely what starters do. Is they all kind of feed off each other, learn from each other, and that's the core of a good group of guys. That's what you want in your core group of guys is that kind of relationship and that kind of communication with all each other, and that can go a long way.
Pap, were you ever in the bullpen, just kind of in the zone or in your own world, and there was a bullpen guy, like a reliever that, I don't know, based on usage or at the time just wasn't his inning, that would not shut up, that you're like, stop talking to me?
Yeah, they used to, good piece of hit now. So Manny Del Carmen, and all these guys, I'd get down there in the 6th inning, and they had this band. They made up this band, right? And they would hit spoons on the.
They'd have metal sticks.
Metal sticks, and they would, somebody would be the bass guy hitting the seed, and I asked to be in the band one day, and they were like, "No, you're not allowed in the band. You come down here in the 6th inning. You think you can just come down here in the 6th inning and be in the band? You're not in the band, okay?" So it used to annoy the shit out of me, man. I used to hate it, and they'd be making all this racket, and this one-run game. I'm trying to get locked in, and Orioles lose that challenge, and but I also recognize that that's what they did the first 5 innings of the game, and that was their camaraderie thing, So, they never let me in the band, so
that's why it annoyed you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what annoyed me.
Ooh.
Yeah, good catch.
right, welcome back. Let's take a look at the StatCast here as far as Peyton Toley's swing and miss, Pap. Take us through it.
Yeah, looking at this, I mean, had great extension on his four-seamer, and he used that up in the zone today, which he was really effective with, and then also combated that with his cutter down and in to a lot of the right-handed hitters he faced, and used that curveball just sparingly today. I like to see him incorporate that curveball a little bit more, but great job of going up and down to get these hitters out tonight. So he was an up-and-down guy, and it worked today. Had a great outing.
Ryan Watson in out of the bullpen for the Boston Red Sox, coming in obviously with an 8-0 lead. And you talk about role players, guys. What's so funny?
I thought you were going to say coming in with an 8 ERA. Oh, could have gone either way. I mean,
I was doing more positive stuff,
sure.
but
yeah,
okay.
Take it away.
Look at
Gotta catch that
one
ball.
pitch, one out. One pitch, one out.
There you go.
Role play, what is that like? I mean, you were never this guy, Pep. You weren't the come in with an 8-inning lead, garbage time guy. But there is a role for that type of guy in this situation.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Alanna. And I've alluded to Kyle Schneider before, who's the pitching coach with the Rays right now, was one of our most valuable assets we had as coming in and mopping up innings when we needed him to go 2 or 3 innings in a blowout game, or when, say, a starter wouldn't get through 3 or 4 innings, go ahead and pitch him behind that starter and carry us to getting deep into the bullpen. These guys are invaluable, and you need these guys on your team in order to carry you throughout the season.
He was in the bullpen band.
Yeah, he was the base.
Mm-hmm. Timlin was in there. Del Carmen was in there. Trying to think of who else. Oh, was Okajima in there?
Okajima was in there too, yeah.
Yeah. Did Gagne was in the band?
Yeah, Gagne was in the band too. I don't know if you remember the Okajima song.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Okajima.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Yeah. Yeah. So that was his walkout song. So they would do everybody's walkout song, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that song was great.
Taylor Ward is 3 for 3 with a walk.
I'm happy for him. Okie dokie, Okajima. It's very hard to find on YouTube these days, but it's out there somewhere.
Yes. I highly recommend, if you're watching, to Google the Hideki Okajima walkout song.
Yeah.
He got like this DJ from Japan to like remix it and do it all. It was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it bumped. Ahead of his time, too.
Way ahead of his time, definitely.
Like, imagine if Okajima was in the league right now doing what he did in 2007. I'm pretty sure he made the All-Star team as the fan vote that year.
Yes, and
he did. It was a third consecutive year of Red Sox fans voting. I think it was like Tech in 2005, like Damon in 2006, and then Okajima in 2007. Like, the Red Sox won the fan vote every single year. And originally in spring training, it was like Daisuke Matsuzaka. He's the Pedro of Japan. And look, they even signed his friend so that he's not lonely. Like Okajima was an afterthought. And then he comes over and has an all-star campaign. He was unbelievable. And he pitched very well in the playoffs as well. And then he had an absolute banger of an entrance song.
So speaking of All-Star games, the first ballot came out today for the 2026 All-Star game in Philly. And every team, of course, gets one representative.
Sure.
It's not like there's a ton of Red Sox going. So right now, Pap, who is your All-Star representative for Boston?
My All-Star is going to be Contreras, just simply because, you know, the fans love the home run, and he leads us in home runs so far. So, you know, I know it's not by much, but, I mean, it's just a slight edge to Contreras over Willier.
What about you?
I think if there's a chance the Red Sox get more than one All-Star, believe it or not, but if it was only one, I think it's going to be Aroldis Chapman again. He's got his ERA is like 0.51 or something. Like, if you sort his seasons in his career, or however many seasons he's pitched, he came into the league, in like 2008, 2009? He's been around for a while. If you sort his seasons by ERA, the lowest is this one, and then the next lowest was last year with the Red Sox.
Will he get enough consideration, though, considering like they're not in a ton of save situations?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, he's still going out there and throwing innings and not giving up any runs. So.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Jared. But unfortunately, the All-Star game is statistically driven, right? And so
he's got the stats.
Yeah, but if you're not in the top tier of the saves, then they're not going to take you. You know what I mean? I
think it's ERA and strikeouts. I don't think it's like
okay.
I think he makes it. But to your point, Pap, it would be very hard, especially considering what we've been talking about with the defense for Wilson Contreras. Like, he's played great all around. Yeah. I think there's a world where they both go.
I think they both deserve to go. There's no question about that. I think Wilyer Brady deserves to go too, but it's going to be tough sledding. You know, if they had a good team, he'd go. But since they suck so bad, he's probably not.
Who is your American League starter for the All-Star game?
Well, it was Cam Schlittler until a few days ago for me.
I think it still is, unfortunately.
You think so?
The American League doesn't really have, now that Scooble's hurt, I don't know that there's like a standout. Like the National League,
Christopher Sanchez is my starter.
You got David DeGrom too, you know.
There's 10 dudes in the National League that could start the All-Star game. Like Mizorowski's had an unbelievable year.
Mizorowski, Skeens,
Shohei's got a sub-1.
Christopher Sanchez has 50 2/3 scoreless. That ended tonight, by the way.
Kyle Harrison, he goes out there and punches out 12 last night. His ERA is 1.57. Out of if you set it to at least 11 starts, he has the second best ERA in baseball. So there's a lot of guys in the NL. In the AL, it's Cam Schlittler, and then a bunch of there's no one that's like, wow, he's doing what? It's
really Cam Schlittler and DeGrom. But I mean, what do you guys think about having to take somebody from every team? See,
I hate it. I hate it.
Too.
I think it's stupid, and I love the fact that they went back to your team jersey and not all-star jerseys.
Agreed.
Yes, agreed.
If you're not deserving. And I don't think it should be a fan vote either. I think it should be a player vote, a team vote as to who goes. Not a fan vote.
That too. Give the players a say so. They give the coach a say so in one pick. Give the players a pick.
Nothing to me is more important.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Oh gosh. Whoa. Get up.
He was running really hard.
He misjudged that ball bad.
Yeah. I think if anything, he just got a mouthful of diamonds. I think he probably.
What about this trainer? What about this run, man? Let's a little bit more. Let's get after it, man. We're just jogging.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
He's gonna reconsider wearing a chain that big moving forward. Respect the hell out of the effort, though.
God.
I mean, that reminds me of remember Aaron Rowan?
Yeah.
Doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Phillies?
Yeah. Just full face right into the wall.
Gosh.
In an 8-0 game, this is how hard he's playing. I mean, this is a dude that slid head first to make it 8-0 in the first place.
Yeah. How much do you think that chain's worth?
That is, depending on what the metal is, if that's gold, if it's
ballpark.
150K?
Oh, I was going to say 50, really? Wow.
If it's gold, it could be rose gold.
Looks fake to me.
Yeah.
That's some CZs up in there.
Yeah, right. Back to what I was saying. I don't think there's anything more important than your colleagues or your counterparts' opinion of you, right? Like, I think having a vote by your peers, I think, has so much more weight than anybody else because they are the only ones that know what it is to do what you do.
I totally agree with you, Alanna. I mean, to me, having a player vote on you, it's just like the Hall of Fame. I think the Hall of Fame should – only members in the Hall of Fame should have a vote. Because they know what it took to get there.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 7th inning, 8-1 Red Sox. This is what really got it going. Willie Abreu, a 2-run shot. That went over the foul pole in right. At first, I thought it was foul. It was not. It was fair. 2 runs. That got it going, guys. Already 1 run on the board prior to that. But, Pap, they just kept adding on. You said keep going. They did.
Yeah, and that's what good ball clubs do. You know, like I said earlier, Chris Bassett, to me, he's washed up and he shouldn't be in the big leagues anymore. And he's trying a new pitch every other day. He throws 20 different pitches. And, you know, those types of pitchers that are just hanging on in the big leagues, you should beat night in and night out, especially if you're the Boston Red Sox. And they did a great job of adding on. That's what you got to do. And, you know, because here's the thing is when you add on and you continue to put runs up on the board, well, that just makes that pitcher's longevity shorter, and then you got to get in the bullpen earlier so you set yourself up for success the very next day as well.
And, Jared, they made good use of some defensive miscues by the Orioles as well.
Yeah, it looks like the Red Sox had one there too with Meyer. I thought that was going to lead to something. Thankfully, it did not. But yeah, when in the big leagues, if the other team's going to give you extra outs, you got to take advantage of it. The Red Sox did, and that's why they're up big right now.
Good thing it's not tied in the. Well, that's tied in the 8th, then you have to go live, right? Never mind.
Yeah, which I have done on Unobstructed Views before.
Yes, you have last season.
Unless the Red Sox bat around, it looks like my Jarren Duran triple in the 8th is not going to come to fruition here, but I will take a triple in the 7th if you would like to oblige. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Nope.
There it is.
Oh, inches away. That guy.
That's your buddy, isn't it?
I want to say his Twitter handle is like Papelbon. Like, it's a nod to you, that guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Those are the fans you want.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love the shirt. Gotta love the shirt.
Yeah, he's the guy that when Cedon hit the walk-off home run last year to go into the All-Star break, he was pointing to the monster.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, like Jarren Duran breaks out, and there's no telling where this ball club can go, really. Because to me, he's the catalyst for this ball club. Not Wilson Contreras, not Abreu, anybody else. This guy at the top of the lineup, when he's going good, they seem to win more games. It's just how it goes.
Yeah, Will Fleming says it all the time. When Duran goes, the Red Sox go.
Eesh. High cheese.
I love his gear. I love the colorful stuff that like doesn't match. Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh. He's checking to see if he has on his teeth.
Pap, what's the most expensive jewelry you have?
Well, technically, I'm married to my wife, right? So what we have is both of ours, technically, right?
No. No, what's yours is hers, what's hers is hers.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming her wedding ring is where you were going with that, but
yeah, I was going with the wedding ring.
Yeah, you're not really a jewelry person, so maybe I was going to say you probably have a really nice watch that is pricey.
I got a nice watch or two, but yeah, you know, I've got a couple Louis Vuitton watches that are nice, but I really have one chain.
Okay.
And it's a Jesus piece.
Okay.
It's a Jesus piece. Okay.
And this big cross with Jesus on it, and it was given to me by Carlos Ruiz.
Oh, huge.
So yeah, huge.
Okay, hold on. We'll talk jewelry when we come back. Red Sox in this one with a nice 8-1 cushion over the Baltimore Orioles in the top of the 8th inning. All right, we were talking about jewelry. So you got some nice watches, a Jesus piece. How did that come about with Chooch giving that to you?
He gave it to me just out of nowhere. I complimented him on his Jesus piece one day, and I was like, "Man, that's a really nice chain you got there." And literally, like 2 weeks later, he shows up with one for me to wear. So I'm not a jewelry guy at all, but this is like big Cuban links and diamonds in it, and I mean, it's the whole 9 yards. It's really flamboyant.
Well, that's very nice of
And
Carlos.
it goes like down, all the way down like my chest. It's a big cross with Jesus on it, man. And it's just too much for me. But I had to wear it. I had to wear it for a little while.
Yeah, you gotta be thankful for the gift. I've seen you in some chains.
Yeah, big chain guy. But yeah, the most treasured piece is the 18 World Series ring, Alanna. Yeah, the 18 World Series ring. But I don't know that I would have I don't know. I would never wear it.
No, they're gigantic. I have a World Series ring as well.
Yeah.
And 2 National League Championship rings.
They do
huge.
league champion rings?
They do.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
But they're just so big. It's like they're not really wearable. You know what I mean?
They're huge.
No. Cool to have, though.
Yeah, of course. Mine's in a safe.
Mine is also in a safe, and I don't know where that safe is right now because we just moved. But I knew where it was prior to that.
All right, Watson, stop being picky. Let's go right after these hitters, man. You hate to see a guy come in and be picky. Just get it. I mean, you got an 8-1 lead. Strike one should be thrown almost 90% of the time.
Especially as the defense, right? You're like, let's go.
Yes. See, you can't afford this. You can't afford falling behind hitters. I know you got the first guy out of the inning, but you got to attack the zone here. 8-1 lead, you got nothing to lose. This drives me crazy when guys come in and they don't attack the zone.
Real quick update, guys. Trevor Story obviously had successful surgery and was actually with the team recently, yesterday, right? Talking a little bit about his progress. Let's take a listen.
There you go. Fill the zone up.
All right, now let's take a listen to Story. Or not. There we go.
There we go.
So obviously Trevor Story, Pap, is dealing with a sports hernia, and he had to have surgery on that. I had a conversation with him when we first found out he was going to have the surgery, and he said that his body just wasn't responding and recovering fast enough, and because of that, he couldn't perform mentally and physically the way in which he wanted to on the field. But that's a long time. I mean, 8 to 12 weeks, that's damn near this season at this point. What do you make of this with Story? And again, an opportunity for Meyer to play the position he came up in and the position he was drafted as.
Yeah, anytime you're dealing with the core injury, you use your core for everything in baseball. It's tough, and you say 8 to 12 weeks, but really with a core injury, you're not real sure. That's why he's talking to a lot of people, seeing how long it took them and what they did. But to me, the writing's on the wall for him. They've moved Meyer over to shortstop now, and the future is there. And to me, if I'm him, I'm looking to just get as healthy as I can and possibly maybe just get some chances at the end of the season and do well to hopefully go somewhere else.
You think the Story ship has sailed?
I think it largely depends on how Meyer does in his absence. If he's not excelling over there, then it's like, well, we're going to get some reps to Story at the end here, see if we can have him finish strong and then maybe try to move him in the offseason or something like that. Or it's nice to have the insurance in case we don't want to go, or we trade Meyer in the offseason for pitching or something like that. Then you have 1 year of Story next year. But I worry about him mentally just because this has been something that, following his career in Colorado, being an elite defender and a guy that's hitting 40 home runs. Like there was a time in 2019 where Trevor Story had more home runs in the big leagues than Aaron Judge. I think people forget how good Trevor Story was in those first few years, and to go from that kind of elite dominance on both sides of the ball to, signing this $100+ million contract to play in a big market like Boston and to not deliver, have 1 year that you were able to stay healthy. I just kind of, I wonder how taxing that is mentally on a guy where it's it's not that I don't want to be out there. It's not that I suck. It's that my body has failed me and I don't control that.
I remember last year when I kept telling you guys, just wait, because there's a Trevor in there that I had the opportunity to see when he was in Colorado. And sure enough, after the first, month and a half, April, May, and then the real Story came out. And then he had such a great year last year. And that's what that's why I think, obviously, I know he wanted to be back here and didn't opt out of the contract and those types of things. He wanted to be here. But yeah, whereas his, offense has slumped some, defensively it never did. And then you saw him with some uncharacteristic errors this year. And then we find out, obviously, he has this sports hernia now. So I love the kid. I wish he was, I wish he was healthy, and I wish Boston was able to see what I knew was in there, BRB. They're singing Sweet Caroline at Fenway. You know what that means, middle of the 8th inning. Of course, a good game for the Red Sox. We're looking at the Wilyer Abreu 2-run shot right now. That made it 3-0 Red Sox at that point. Now it is 8-1 over the Orioles in what has been a good offensive game for the Red Sox and a good pitching performance, of course, led by Peyton Tolley and then Ryan Watson out of the bullpen.
It's nice to have an easy one, especially at Fenway.
Wins have been very hard to come by at home.
I believe they have the least amount of home wins in baseball.
They do. They do.
Well, that sucks.
They've averaged 3.2 runs per game at Fenway this season. The next lowest scoring teams at home this season, the Angels, brutal, and the Padres at 3.5 runs per home game.
That is interesting that San Diego has kind of been neck and neck with the Red Sox in terms of how awful they've been offensively, but
With the record so much better.
the Padres are able, and not only that, the Padres are able to keep, not, I guess, they're close enough. They're within shooting range of the Dodgers, but Machado has not been good this year.
Tatis has 1 home run.
He has 1 home run. He's not been good this year. He's he's hit a little bit better recently, but like still just the 1 home run. And Jackson Merrill has not been good this year. Those are your 3 big boppers. I don't know how they're doing it.
Pitching.
Yeah. Imagine if they had Chapman and Mason Miller. No, thank you.
What a big league last name this guy's got. Wolfram. Big boy, big lefty too.
Who had some of the best big league names, Pap?
That's my question.
Oh.
How about Boof Bonzer?
Yeah? That's a good one. I actually, my last name used to be Von Papelbon.
Okay.
Really? When they came over, they cut it off?
Yeah, exactly right, Alanna.
Ah.
Exactly right. And I asked my dad if I could change it back to Von Papelbon so I could be John Von Papelbon. And he said no.
Oh, that's too bad.
Jonathan Von Papelbon. What's your middle name?
Bob.
Bob.
Bob?
Robert.
Yeah, John Bob.
Jonathan Robert Von Papelbon.
John Bob Von Papelbon.
That's awesome.
I just go by Bob. I don't go by Robert.
John Bob Van Papelbon. That's a great name.
Also, that kind of like jogged a memory for me. Was there a point in 05 when you came up where you went by John Papelbon, like Jon?
No, that was all because of Topps. Topps baseball card put my first baseball card as John.
Yeah.
Jon?
Yeah, like when he first came up, it was like, here's John Papelbon. And it's like, okay. And then like he started going by Jonathan. We're like, oh, excuse me, Mr. Proper. But like he I guess never wanted to go by John.
Yeah, I don't see you as a John.
My dad's name is John.
Okay.
So Jonathan was my mom named me Jonathan.
Right.
And she actually called the Topps company and told them that my name was Jonathan, not John.
Good for Mom.
And so, that's how it changed.
Well, the wrath of moms.
That's right.
Yeah.
John Bob Von Papelbon.
I love it.
That's like a Wi-Fi password.
John Bob. Where's the water? You want a water? Orioles down to their final 3 outs, and I tell you what, unless something absolutely catastrophic happens, we're about to go 4-0 on Unobstructed Views. That's how good we are, you guys. We are undefeated so far this season. As Jared said, if it meant that they would win every single game from here on out, he would sit right here and do every game.
More like undefeated views. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
See what you did there.
Yep. You feel me?
I feel you, dog.
Appreciate you. Yeah, this is it's nice. It's nice to come in here and see the Red Sox win in a nice easy one, because I mean, let's face it, runs have been hard to come by. I don't necessarily mind a 3-2 win here and there, but when that's the only way that you can win a ball game, it gets a little tired. But 8-1, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take any and all of these types of wins.
Also, the Orioles pitching just stinks. Like, if you weren't able to take advantage of that, then that's when you really start to get.
Man, and I really thought the last 2 years, like, they really missed the window when they had
a 100-win team and didn't win a playoff.
And then they didn't win the any playoff games.
That year, I want to say they didn't get swept all
24?
year.
It was 24? It was.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they basically it was like since Adley Rutschman got called up, they didn't get swept in a series, and then they lost 3 straight in the playoffs.
Yeah. And he hasn't been the same since he was on fire.
No. Jackson Holiday hasn't become what they thought he was going to become.
Nah, this drives me nuts right here.
Yeah.
This drives me nuts.
8-1 leadoff walk on 4 pitches, 5 pitches.
5 pitches.
This game has taken forever.
Yeah. Colton Cowser, though. I'm a big Colton Cowser guy.
Colton Cowser's going to be on the All-Star team this year.
Yeah, good player, good arm, good hitter, smart ball player. Attaboy. Give us them free outs.
Take 2 more of those.
Gunnar Henderson, I'm really surprised they haven't tried to back up the Brinks truck for him. He's going to make a great Dodger someday.
I was going to say Yankee.
Yeah.
All right, let's look for that ground ball, double play ball. Let's get out of here with an 8-1 lead or win.
Win, yeah. Taking our final check at our bold predictions that we went into this game with. We all hit on Caleb Durbin, okay? I was the closest on the Tolley K's because he ended up with 5. Jared also hit on Durbin with a steak. Wait, I can't even see. No, Duran not hitting a home run.
Yeah.
I can't see. I am blind.
So I win.
Yeah, sure.
What do I get?
You got 2 of 3. Nothing.
Oh, that's not a fun game.
Moral victory.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You get a ground ball, double play, 2-0 count. Throw strikes, Watson. Thank you.
You get a Jesus piece from Pap.
Hell yeah.
You would look good in my Jesus piece, JC. I ain't gonna lie.
A JC for a JC.
Yeah, I'd rep it.
Execute.
We won't see each other again until after the Emmys, so
That's true.
if we do end up winning one, maybe I'll get like a big chain and get something that I can like clip the Emmy to, and I'll wear it as a piece.
Oh,
The Emmys are heavy.
Big, bro.
I have
No, you
7, I
won't.
know.
You won't do it.
17.
You won't do it.
I'll do it.
That would be sick. That would be straight gangster.
Yeah, I'll go
Or
to
idiotic.
I'll go to Home Depot and get one of those big chains and then clamp an Emmy to it.
Because you're going to the Emmy Awards. Pap and I are not able to attend. If we win,
I'm gonna be like, I did it all on my own.
You go up on stage.
Only person I gotta thank is me.
Wow. You have to FaceTime us from your table.
Oh, I'll do that.
If we win, you have to FaceTime us.
Of course, I can do that. Not a problem. Does everyone get their own? I mean, you would know.
You have to pay for it, but yes, everyone will get their own
I'd
statue.
rather
How much
Alan
they
pay
cost?
They're like
Simon.
$300.
Oh, that's fine. My mom will pay for it.
Oh my God. Such a brat.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, Mark said Nesson foots the bill. I don't know. I've
Yeah.
had to pay for some of mine. I've gotten some of mine for free.
Yeah. Well, when you get 17 of them, that puts you in a tough spot, you know?
But yeah, you got to FaceTime us. And do you have an acceptance speech ready?
I just told you what it is. I did this all on my own without anybody's help. No one behind the scenes, no one else on the show. This is all about me. Thanks for coming out. We can end the show now. This is what everyone came to see. Everything that happens after this, kind of irrelevant. Thank you. Good night.
All right, Sheldon.
Got a man there.
Get
Say
there.
hi.
Let's
There we
go.
go.
Unobstructed Views, undefeated. We are 4-0.
4-0.
Congratulations, Red Sox. An 8-1 victory in Game 2 of a 3-game set against division rival, the Baltimore Orioles. The game tomorrow, the rubber match, if you will, is at 1:35. We are on the air on Nesson at 12:30 for the pre and post game. Thanks for being with us, you guys. We are back on Unobstructed Views in less than a week. We are back on June 9th. I believe that is a Tuesday. So, against the Rays.
Yeah.
That's another division rival that we will see. So for everybody here on Nesson Plus and Nesson 360.
Future Emmy Award-winning show.
Future Emmy Award-winning show, Unobstructed Views, is back for Jonathan Papelbon, for John Bob Van Papelbon, Jared Carrabis. I'm Alanna Rizzo for our entire Nesson Plus and Nesson 360 crew. Thanks for being with us. Switch back over to